But today, everybody, in literally 4 minutes, we have a huge chess matchup. We're going to be seeing team chess, which is this big like chess.com thing that we're seeing right now. It's a big tournament where you play in teams. Well, not where you play or where I play because we're too bad at chess, but where some of the world's best chess players play. Pretty much everyone that's participating here is a grandmaster. So they had 8 teams in the beginning. My mom being one of those, part of one of those 8 teams, although she got eliminated. And now we are reaching, is it the semifinals? Wait, wait. I think it's, yeah, we're reaching the semifinals, exactly. So we've reached the semifinals, and we're going to be seeing Robert Hess, who's teamed up with Danya, so Daniel Naroditsky, the 2 best chess commentators in the world. They are going to be facing Hikaru and Gothamchess. So Hikaru and Gotham are teaming up, and we're gonna see who the best team out of those 2 is. And the losers of that will be knocked out. They'll be gone. They will not be playing anymore. The time control is rapid. It's 10 plus 10. There's $25,000 on the line. And we are going to be doing a watch party of the event. So you guys are going to be hearing them, but you're also going to be hearing my voice, and we're going to be reacting to the event together. So that is basically what's going to be happening. I'm not doing, sometimes people say, Anna, are you the commentator of this event? No, I am not. We are just reacting to this thing together. It's like, you know, you're watching this by yourself because I know you would watch it, but we get to all watch it together instead, which I think is more fun than just watching it individually. So that is the point. That is the point.
Well, this has been a really fun event. I honestly was really pumped that we won the first match and that we're here. It's fun. I'm just here to have a good time.
There we go. You guys can hear it, right? You guys can see it. I play
in tournaments because usually I feel nervous and, you know, there's a lot on the line, but I really feel like this tournament it's really chill.
Wait, Robert has a new setting. What is this?
I think we're gonna try.
Is that a cat that's on the bed?
Whatever happens, I'm really excited to be here.
That's a cat.
I think we'll do our best.
Well, Danya's here, so he has a good time. I'm here, so I don't get fined. Let's bring up the bracket real quick before I throw to Hikaru.
Is it just me, or is there like some weird noise?
As we take a look at how everybody got here, on the most important thing that I got hit with this morning, Hikaru, was a text from Anish Giri,
right?
who wanted me to ask you if you have any advice for Anish on how to be a better teammate.
Background voices or something like
that. Do you have any advice for Anish on how to be a better teammate?
Okay, all right, you guys can hear that too. Okay.
How to be a better teammate.
I am so excited for this. This is gonna be amazing, chat. I am so excited.
Partner a little bit more, but if I say that, everybody's gonna be saying that I don't trust Levy enough, even though I.
Where's Hikaru? He's also in a new place. Everyone is in a new place.
I think it's just like. Have more confidence. Tell them that
and
you
Levy
do
has his book as the whole background. To be honest, if I wrote a book, I would have it too in my background.
What is your thought coming in here? There is a discrepancy.
But Danny, there's one problem. The problem is that you actually you kind of think you're right sometimes because you know you learn chess with Dvoretsky and there's this Russian school, so like you're not necessarily the easiest partner either.
Where's Hikaru?
Okay, that's fair. Is there a strategy you have, you know, to get the best out of Levy? Talk about him like he's not here right now.
To get the best out of Levy, you basically have to know the positions that he's good at and the positions that he's not good at. And I actually think that the big mistake in the previous match was that Eric and Jordan, they went right into what Levy's good at in the Caro-Kann. They went into this position where there wasn't really a whole lot
just enjoying the compliments.
I mean, I
taking a little sip of coffee, enjoying the compliments.
If they didn't know they were playing against us, and they thought. Or they didn't know it was Levy they were playing. They thought they were just playing some random like 2600 GM. The game, Levy would have drawn that game every single time. So they didn't realize what Levy's really good at, which is being solid. And then also the final game, even though I mean most of the contributions did come from me ultimately, Levy found a couple of really critical moves at critical moments, and it's because the style of that English was something that he plays a lot. So they misunderstood Levy's style, and it was very nice because obviously I'm good, but when Levy's super powered, it becomes even easier.
Look at that! Wow.
I hope you're watching, Anish. I hope you're watching what a good complimentary teammate looks like. Now that I have the microphone and you don't, Anish Giri, I'm sorry I'm turning this into a Anish Giri bashing show. But all right, Robert, what do you think about all this?
I think that I thought that Hikaru was just going to throw you under the bus, Danny, and say the key to being a great teammate is not having you on the team. Someone's got to roast you, Danny. Someone has to do it.
Poor Danny.
Well, I appreciate
Danny
that.
always gets roasted when he's not there, but now that he's there, he's gonna get even more roasted.
And advice, and I can't wait to see what you guys throw down on today. I'm supposed to foster some trash talk and negativity here, but I think you guys all have a lot of respect for each other. We all know Hikaru's the best player here, and it's not close. We know that Robert and Danya have great chemistry. Is Levy going to take cues from Hikaru when it matters and contribute? I don't know. We're about to find out. You guys have anything else you want to add?
That is just summing up the whole event.
I think it's going to be a fun match. I mean, I'm not a natural trash talker. I can do it when forced to, but I'm not interested in that. You know, I'm much more interested in playing chess against great players, and we have an opportunity to do that here. So may the better team win.
Danny, I was going to ask you before we start, were you sore after boxing at all?
Oh yeah, they went boxing, right?
Honestly,
they went like chess boxing or something.
Like the thing that twists. What is the thing that twists? Your core?
Lats?
I don't know. I was a little bit sore from like the rapid fire stuff, but it was a lot of fun. You guys should all, Hikaru, Danya, and Robert, consider throwing down in some non-contact chess boxing. It was pretty fun.
Non-contact keywords.
Non-contact.
What was that? I didn't really understand. Like, did Levy chess boxing Canty, or what happened? I saw something on Twitter, but I couldn't see anything of that.
Was way better than mine. That is for sure when it comes to boxing. But
well, I mean, you're a lot older. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, I'm getting really old. Remind me.
Yeah. I mean,
oh no, Danny's getting older,
and you have like what, 4 kids or 5 kids or something like that. I mean, come on, that's not a fair fight.
Dude, 4 kids, you know, that,
and you're older.
Never mind.
You're older, but you're more creative. You just need to think outside the boxing.
I was gonna say, Hikaru, you're the second oldest one here, okay? So you got to be careful. I'm only a couple years older than you. You know,
this is true, but
I'm
also the best player here, and you're the worst one here. So there's that.
What is happening?
Am I really worse than Levy? Can we throw down right now? Like Levy, like who's really actually better between us?
I don't know. We gotta do 50 rounds chess boxing, and you know, and this time they gotta not cheat me out. You know, I got cheated out like 4 times. It wasn't in the script that I had to win, and no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That was the ultimate match. Battle for the best of the worst. So there you go.
Hikaru, I would ask where you are right now, but out of respect for a tournament you have coming up that's only slightly more important than this, I'm not going to ask where you are. But I will say that mirror is interesting.
What tournament is Hikaru
the
on?
only problem is I couldn't figure out how to use the wireless headset.
Oh, the candidates,
so
maybe. Is that it?
My own headset, which is cord. Try to turn
that's
on
in April, right?
And unplug the cord, but for anyone who's wondering, that's why it's all a little bit scuffed.
Have you guys seen that there's been some issues with getting all players to Canada?
It's getting over here, so it's also.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
We're here. We're ready to have fun.
Obviously, they want to make it in Canada,
but you're awesome. Thanks for squeezing this in. Like I said, we know you're preparing. If the world isn't paying attention to the fact that there's a candidates tournament coming up, they probably should. Like I said, it's a little more important than this. But it is important now, I'm being told, that I let you guys go to your respective corners where only you can hear each other. I'm going to remind everybody the format. Good luck, gentlemen. I will see you at halftime after game 1.
Hey, Levy, how's it going?
They're probably telling Dan in the ears.
That's right. We're in the semifinals of the Team Chess Battle, everybody.
Going.
Remember, the lower-rated player controls the
Chad,
pieces.
do you know how stressful it is to have people in your ears tell you stuff whilst they're talking? It is the most stressful thing in the world. I am so bad at multitasking, and it's so difficult.
You know, for those who didn't hear all the other mean things Anish Giri said to me when we were publicly, you know, being observed by everybody. Anyway, it's a 10+2 10 time control. I'm not still bitter about that match. First to 1.5 points wins the battle. And of course, if we are tied, we will head to Armageddon. I think I speak for everybody when I say I hope we have Armageddon with these guys today, because we want more Hikaru and more Levy.
You speak for everybody, Danny.
On that note, I'm curious if they're ready. I think they are, so we're gonna jump right in. Take it away. We all get to listen in as fans. Hess and Danya, you get to move first.
Great.
Wait, so dark at Hikaru's place.
Haven't actually, done all.
Where's the lamp? He just had a lamp.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
Blocking the board.
Oh, and Levy? No, wait, something is wrong. Oh, I'm kidding. It's just not them talking.
I took a look at some lines. Let's go E4. I mean, I'm expecting the Hikaru, but they could play anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything out of the way. So can you see the clock?
I'm just confused.
Okay,
Correct.
let's go D4 and
I
knight
was
D2
like,
or
why
knight
is it
C3.
so dark for that?
Let's see. I think we should play quickly out of the opening and then
Okay.
see what's up after
So,
that.
anyways, this is starting. They're playing
you know what's
together,
funny about that
and it's
pregame, though,
team
Danya?
chess. So they're gonna talk
What
through
was
their
funny about
moves.
the pregame?
Is that
Also, Danya's
because we
camera is the
weren't
best
talking
camera I've
trash,
seen on
Danny
Earth.
somehow like got involved.
So
And Danny
crystal
was the
clear.
one who was the conduit, yeah. So
Yeah.
I looked at Bishop F5 and I was like, sorry if I confuse anything. I mean, my prep for this was done in great haste.
I mean, I forgive you in advance. Also, haste makes waste, they say, but let's.
So why
let
wouldn't
waste
Danya
to
and
their
Hikaru
Carol
just
Hunt.
choose on moves?
That's exactly
They could,
right.
but everyone's gonna have an
Yes,
input, so maybe they'll get like maybe the lower rated player will give
okay,
an
which
input
one
that
do you
is
wanna play
not
now?
as
Let's
good
play the
and will
Bortnick line. Yeah,
confuse
takes
their brains
F6.
and minds.
Yep.
And then let's play the main line. So they'll play E takes. I mean, I don't know G takes F6. I mean, I know it's very dubious.
All good. No worries. 2 seconds, 10 seconds, an hour. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually agree with you, but I've been getting a little bit dejected playing this a bit on my own. But it's so Bishop D6 and
Yep. All good. Mm-hmm.
But also, yeah, like
Yeah,
players are good in
castle.
different situations. Like
Mhm.
all of these players
Yeah,
are really
so
strong, obviously.
you mean the position with H5, right? This line with H5.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, because I know it looks bad, but I think it's one of the hardest lines to crack. Okay, they're going to play this one right. Of course. Yep.
Okay.
Disorder, same thing.
Knight
Yeah,
goes
and
out
so
defending.
You're cool with H5?
Of course I'm cool. I mean, I feel like I played
H5?
it, in case you
Wow.
weren't
I didn't know
aware.
that was a line.
I mean, you played everything though. You played everything. Well, I'm gonna be interested in getting like, candidate level guidance here because this is really popular nowadays, and I'm okay with this line. I don't mind this line, but against better players, like in Title Tuesday, for example, it's quite annoying to deal with.
H5.
Yeah, no, it's I think in general though, this is I hate to play this position with both sides. I don't like it with white. I don't like it with black. So let's see your book. Keep going with your opening book.
I'm gonna go H4.
Wow.
No, I mean, I think in general though, it's very hard because it feels like white should be much better, but it's also a lot easier for black to play. If white's not very careful, you can end up much worse. I think it's reasonable.
There is a line where white puts a knight on F4 and plays like Queen D1. That's like for me, that's what I vaguely remember.
To then
but I
try
haven't studied
to
this in a minute.
wait. Can you see this? To
Right,
then
but I
try.
think
Oh, I'm
normally
gonna
white
take this
also
away.
Here, I
Whoops.
feel like they've actually, I played this in I remember I played this in the
This,
disaster tournament,
knight
the
of
World
4,
Cup
and then
in
bring this up.
2019 in Hanti-Mansisk. Last real terms that I played, or I guess I played the Grand Prix, but it's actually the last real terms that I played before everything changed. And I played in the first
Who are you
round
rooting
against
for,
this, like,
chat?
Moroccan guy. I think
Doesn't
it was,
matter who you think is
Algerian
gonna
guy.
win. Who are you rooting for?
Let's see your openings, Levy. Keep going.
I'm out of book.
I thought you said Queen D1, Knight of 4, Queen D1 was an idea. Okay.
Yeah, but see, I want to go Queen C7, but I don't know if that's right.
I mean, my general takeaway from this opening is that unless you do
Okay,
something
this
really
is very
stupid,
close.
everything should still be
This is
within the
very,
margin.
very, very
It shouldn't be
close.
that bad.
Half of everyone is saying
I would
both
say,
teams. Yeah.
I mean, really the only moves that
I mean,
make
we
sense
have
are
to
Queen
admit that
C7 or
Danya and
Knight
Hess
D7,
are
right?
so
I don't really see other
wholesome.
moves that make
They're the
make
team of
sense.
commentators.
I mean,
They're
the thing is,
friends.
you
They're
mentioned
so
Queen D1, so
wholesome.
you go
Like
Knight D7, Queen
Danya and
D1,
Robert
Knight
Hess
F8,
are
Queen
really
H5.
wholesome, but
That's
then
really
obviously,
line
Hikaru and
calculate.
Levy, they
And
are
then
also like
G6
big
Queen
fan
H6 is
favorites,
not
obviously.
clear.
So
I mean,
yeah.
My gut instinct is that you're supposed to play Knight D7, Queen D1, Knight F8.
But I
Queen
really
H5.
like
There's
Danya and
some
Robert.
line of
I
some,
think they're
like,
great.
I feel like there's some line
Thank
with the
you,
Bishop
Pat.
F4 and a
Thank you
Knight
so much for the
G6
prime,
idea
7
is what I
months.
vaguely recall. But if you feel like Queen C7 is a better move, you can also play Queen C7. That's also an option.
Wow, Hikaru's
so
really
Queen
letting
C7,
Levy
G3,
just carry
right?
this.
I mean, that's sort of
Right, and I think they're gonna take with the F pawn and they go Queen D1, Queen H5, or take with the H pawn and go King G2, Rook H1. Again, not sure which one's best, but my gut instinct is that Knight D7 is the correct move. That's my gut instinct, but I could be wrong.
If
we can
Hikaru
go
told
with
me that
gut
his gut
instinct.
instinct is this,
We can go with gut
I
instinct.
would
Yeah,
not
I
hesitate
don't know.
for a
I mean,
second.
I would play Queen C7 in a heartbeat. I just don't know if G3 is good for us or for them. Like the inclusion of Queen C7 and
Because I also realized after Queen D1, Knight F8, Queen H5, there might be, Queen D1, Knight F8, Queen H5, there might be F5, Bishop F5, G6 or something too.
Also, guys, I'm gonna let them talk for a bit part of the game because I want everyone to be able to hear what they're saying.
Because if G6, there are all sorts of sacrifices right in
There's a
front of
knight takes. So I checked G6. There's knight takes G6, which is really interesting, but I didn't have time to look at it deeply. And Queen F3 is the sort of safer move, and white is slightly better.
So
Bum.
in this position, queen c7 is a pretty logical candidate move. I would say at some point throwing in a knight f8 looks reasonable, but knight f8, queen h5 seems to be playing into our hands.
Yeah, so queen c7, g3, knight f8, queen h5 is the main line.
Looks pretty. I mean, if they take on g3, h takes g3 is sort of the typical way, captain toward the center. But is there an argument for fg to open up our rook?
There is. Okay, wait, knight f8 straight away. I'm pretty sure we still play queen h5, but wait a second.
This is really difficult to understand, okay? So I want you all
They don't really have G6,
to open up your
right?
chess brains.
No, because of queen takes
Because this is not easy to get.
And then
I think.
g5
Or follow.
Or queen h6. Queen h5, g6, queen h6, I think.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So I think the move is queen h5 and then queen c. Oh, but yeah, queen c7 and then still g3 transposes.
Yeah, because
It's
they're
nice
trying
that
to
they
trick
play
us,
the
like
idea that
queen
Levy
h5,
said, queen
queen
d1
c6,
to then
when
bring
there's
up the queen to
g5.
king side, and then this
Yeah,
knight on
exactly.
f8 is just
So I'm
protecting
pretty
the
sure we
checkmate.
transpose after queen h5.
All right, let's go queen h5. It seems like pretty
Yeah.
standard and strong.
Look
If
at
there's
that, the
some
queen
crazy
is getting
Levy prep
active.
here, you know,
If
whatever, it
I
is what
was
it is,
black,
but
I would
No,
be
they're moving too
shaking.
slowly for this to be preparation.
I agree. They spent like a solid minute on knight f8 and a minute and a half on knight d7. Maybe trying to remember, like maybe Hikaru is doing the Hikaru thing and looking up and like, yeah, I mean, I do remember playing a game with MVL in 2009, Morelia Linares. I mean, it was the last time they held a Linares tournament. I remember round one, I was prepping on my Dell Inspiron computer.
I love that
Okay, I know
Doug
where
is
that's
doing an
coming
impression of Hikaru.
I don't know where
while
it's going to end, so
he's
I was
facing
appreciative
Hikaru.
no matter what. So how did they finish their development of this?
Oh
followed by
no,
bishop
Robert.
g5.
Never got to. We never got to hear how they
The
finished
candidate
it.
moves I see are queen c7, f5, or bishop f4.
Sorry, bishop f4, take knight g6. If they play bishop g6, we just go down the pawn and we.
Yeah, and I think you play bishop e6 followed by h3 and queen d7 and opposite color bishops, and it's like one of those positions that probably you're fine. That's just my. I vaguely have a feeling that's the correct line, but again, I could be wrong. So if you don't trust it, you can also just play f5 because if you're going to learn something more instructive with f5, then play it.
Yeah, but
That's my general view.
f5 knight h3 does look. So and then we just lose the pawn on h4. I mean, queen f6, bishop g5, queen g6. Queen h4, right?
That is so scary to give Levy the
we're just
choice. Like, if you want to learn
a
and play something more
pawn.
instructive, let's play
Right.
f5.
Wow.
But like I said, it's your call. If you want to do something else, go ahead and do something else.
How bad is f5, knight h3, knight e6, queen f5? And queen c7, the candidate move for white is what?
I think just g3.
Yeah, the same g3, huh?
And then after g3,
we
takes
defended
king
pawn down
g2,
earlier.
rook h1. Maybe.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's correct, but I mean, again, like I said, that's just my understanding of chess, which of course could be complete garbage too. No, don't touch the pawn. Don't.
No, I know. But I was gonna say how terrible is g5?
I had another thought. I was wondering how terrible h3 is actually. I was wondering about h3 because if white pushes the pawn, then you can play queen d5 even, or play knight g6 again because then there's a serious weakness.
So they took?
Yeah. We don't have to rush with knight g6, I guess.
I mean, the thing with h3 is that white can maybe go g4. That's the other question. Then hide the bishop on g3 and take the pawn.
Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you. Because like I said, I think everything is relatively acceptable here. But I think knight g6 is the correct move. But again, my brain might not work. Like I'm not. I don't have the best memory out there of the players and the candidates. So I mean, I could be wrong.
What is going on?
Yeah, h3, g4, queen d7, f3, right?
Hikaru
So
just
that would
sarcastically
they
saying that
pawn
he's
h3.
bad at chess. What is happening here?
Okay. I'll go knight g6.
I would be so scared if I was Levy
Take
right
queen
now.
g6, h3.
No. Takes. I think you have to go bishop e6 first. If you play h3,
Bishop h6. Bishop
bishop
h6.
h6, rook e7, rook e1 h2 though.
I'm gonna do like
No,
this
the
against
bishop
the
g7.
accuracies.
Yeah, I think what happens is they take, queen takes, and you go bishop e6.
And then if bishop h6, some queen, you just queen
Yeah,
d7.
just queen d7 with bishop f5 to lock it. Yeah.
How's the time? They have very little time actually,
No,
Hikaru
but
and
see, like,
Levy.
this is, I mean, going down practically down a pawn to like hold and be confident that in the opposite color bishop endgame, it's just the draw is. That's tough.
I think it's just the difference.
Yeah, maybe like queen
No,
h5.
I was actually really interested to hear.
The h4 pawn.
Oh yeah, queen h5 actually looks really good.
Okay, I'm gonna have a crazy thing. I believe that Donnie and Robert are gonna win this match.
H3, we have rook e1.
Before Armageddon, I believe they're gonna win the match in like the next game.
I
believe in Donnie and Robert.
For tactics, but I don't see any.
I think.
That's the problem.
That is that's my prediction. Might be wrong.
There's no way like that.
Might be wild, but I think so. I really think so.
Right.
So I think.
What if we play? No, I was trying to get super fancy with like a bishop h6 or something.
Oh no, but
it doesn't threaten anything, you know. It's just like
bishop h3.
Exactly. I think we should take twice.
All right, let's do that.
What do you think?
Wait. We can't play h3, of course, because knight takes f4. But you know what I mean? I was like, can we throw in an h3 type of?
I was thinking that too. I was actually also thinking of h3, but no, I don't think it works.
All right, let's just take.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pre-move queen takes.
Pre-move it. Yep.
Okay.
Great.
That's some time. Excellent.
They have so much time. 8 minutes versus 6.
Excellent.
Like, look at their.
So queen h5 was your candidate.
Look at how well
move.
they're playing together.
And we are threatening queen takes h4 there because g5 we have queen g3, right?
But queen h5 they'll play h3.
H3. But then we can play maybe rook e1. Takes. Also h3 we could take, but then queen d5. I don't really love that.
So if we play h3 now, are they going to play queen d5?
Yeah, probably. But then rook e1.
Then they have bishop or queen f5, and they force a queen.
I like the paintings Robert has in the background.
But probably Hikaru will
but
save
what does
that.
he have? He has like a computer screen in the background too.
But
wait, what's wrong with rook e1?
So rook e1, queen d5 anyway.
Bishop h6, rook e7.
Oh.
C4 takes. No, that's not really a thing.
Yeah. Also,
queen h5, h3, g4 is a thing.
So rook e1, they also have bishop f7, queen g4, and g5 is not out of the question. But then, of course, that opens up their king a little more.
That's true. So what are our candidate moves? Rook e1 and h3?
And queen h5 would be my 3 candidate moves.
Yeah, but queen h5, h3, gh, queen d5 I don't love. And queen h5, h3, g4 is too weakening.
But what happens if
I
queen
wish
h5,
I had this level of chess
h3,
understanding,
gh,
guys.
queen d5 just trade queens?
I would do anything
like
to have this level of understanding.
Bishop takes d5?
I don't love it, but it's obviously a harmless position.
As opposed to h3, queen d5, rook e1, queen f5.
Yeah, so the question is like, do we want a 1 pawn up or 2 pawns up with the worst pawn structure?
Well, the good thing about the double pawns is that later down the line we can go h5, h6 and potentially create a passer there. But
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ooh. Are you sure queen h5, h3, gh they won't do like queen d7 and we'll get checkmated?
But queen d7. Like,
wait, are they gonna play queen h5? I thought Danya really didn't like queen h5.
Actually. I think we should go. I feel like we should go like h3, but I don't know.
All right, let's just go h3. I mean, there's no risk.
We're not losing our queen or anything, right?
No, not that I see.
I don't think so. Okay, great. I think it's probably a draw objectively would be my guess. But hey, I mean, it's a pawn up.
We could have thrown bishop h6 in first. Now that I think about it,
Oh no! Okay, here's Danny, everyone.
Hey everybody! I just wanted to show something funny because as we heard Hikaru and Levy bantering, and Hikaru saying things like, "My understanding of this position may not be as good as people in the candidates." I just had to show, like, obviously that's Hikaru being more humble than necessary today. He had a very deep understanding of how easy this position was going to be to hold for Black, and I think we're on path to seeing them hold a draw, as Danya was saying. The only way White could have played for an edge here, according to the computer, was to really back up the bishop to safety, keep the bishop pair and the awkward pressure that faces Black's kingside, and then start to fight for the open file. Nobody even considered this move. That's why I was fascinated from watching it. And you remember how Levy was so nervous about whether there was compensation here. Every line Hikaru calculated, including this whole idea that bishop e6 could be met by queen here, the bishop coming to f5. Not only was Black fine, look at the eval bar. Black would have been better. So I just thought it was hilarious to watch the Hikaru-Levy banter, knowing that Hikaru's understanding of this was so clear. And this position is already, I mean, okay, black is down a pawn, but black is totally fine. Hikaru is in the driver's seat despite the fun comments that he's giving you, and I think that black is in great shape to draw this against Danya and Hess. So anyway, back to you, everybody. I'm gonna go back into the background.
Yeah, I mean, like
G5,
obviously,
like,
obviously Hikaru is.
Why would we not play Queen
Hikaru.
F7 immediately to just trade the queens? Because white can
That's
get
true.
some. Or, no, I'm just asking. Like, is it just a preference? Is it like?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I'd say. It's mostly just
The wave
preference.
was cute.
Like a lot of these positions,
Bye,
I mean,
Danny.
it's just like as long as I mean, like I know, like I mean, I don't know, of course, because I don't have Stockfish with me, but I know in my heart of hearts there are probably like three different ways of playing this that are all zeros, or you'll draw this easily. I guess I would say.
But if you were playing in Title Tuesday and there's a minute each on the clock, you're probably playing this for a win. Like you're going to keep the queens on.
If I was playing Title Tuesday, yeah, isn't just Queen F5 forcing queens off the board and it's like good night time.
Good night time.
Okay, I mean, okay, yeah, like yeah, but if you don't go Queen F5, you lose the game. Like,
yeah.
I really don't understand this. I mean, I guess they think they're. I mean, this is just a dead draw. You just take.
Yep.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're going to try to argue the pawn on h4 is a long-term weakness. That in some endgame with the opposite colored bishops, maybe h4 is weak. But if you get king f7, g5, king g6, it's just a draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say like g5, king f7,
Hikaru
and you
makes
put the pawn
chess
on
look
a6.
so easy. Like,
right.
obviously, just go king f7, g5,
I
king
think they're hoping they can
g6.
trade
Offer
all
a
the
draw.
rooks off and
It's
then
good
go, like, I
night
don't know,
time. We
bishop
all go
e3,
back
f4,
home
bishop
to
f2
sleep.
or
You know.
something like that. But again, once you get king f7, g5, king g6, there's just no way.
Yeah. Now b5 is probably fine. Like
Maybe because you have to be careful about a4 though, because then white can try to use the a5.
No, I meant without the rooks. Like without the rooks, you can
of course
do whatever. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Like
I mean, all roads lead to Rome. Also, because if you think about the endgame, like they probably think h4 is weak, but h3 is also weak. Like the pawns on g2 and h3 are also in the same color as your bishop.
Yep.
No, this is very, very, very reminiscent of our first game last time against Eric and Jorn. Very, very reminiscent. Like again, I have a feeling like if you were playing this in Title Tuesday against Danya or Robert, and you weren't down to 30 seconds, like you had a minute and a half, I think you would draw this on your own.
Yeah, well, here I'm definitely more confident. I'm not. But there's a major difference between because okay, let's come up with a move.
Logical. I mean, definitely not a5. That's for sure.
Yep.
But I still don't understand what they're playing for. If you go like, I mean, the only question is, do you play king f7 or g5 right away? And one thing I would say is that normally you try and, as Levon Aronian would say, when you push a pawn, you can never put it back. So my first instinct is that king
Levon
f7
says that? Isn't that the most common saying ever?
Then I was gonna say
my mama said that her whole
after
life
a5,
to me.
I mean, I would just go rook e1 and rook e8 ASAP. But do we need to include a6? Like, are we worried about a6 ever?
I mean, the only thing with including a6 is whether white can then lift the rook with rook a4, rook b4 down the road. Like white can maybe go bishop e3, and then play for rook a4, rook b4. Like my instinct is that you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That you don't want to include it. Like my instinct is that you want to go g5, and also because you know what else I realized? If white goes a5.
It's annoying, and we want to avoid because I've lost these types of positions against Hikaru.
Okay, so should we play a5 and just keep it safe?
No, but then takes rook e8, right?
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
Can we take and go bishop e3 and then a5 rook a4 and stuff?
Takes bishop e3, a5 from black, but that put the pawn in a dark square.
And then maybe b4.
Yeah, actually, let's take.
I don't know. I'm kind of bad at these types of endgames.
No, we're all good. Bishop e3 also has d5 in the air.
Robert is so positive.
Yeah.
He's like, Danya, we got this. This is a simple endgame. We're going to draw them.
No, but I think it makes me approve of our decision even more because d5 is something they at least have to consider seriously.
Exactly. Let's keep a very close eye on the clock, though. So just making sure we're... Because I've lost these types of positions to Hikaru, and we just got to be safe above all.
They have a higher accuracy, though, Danyan has.
So a5, is our move b4?
Well, a5, we can still play d5 in some positions and bishop b6, but I know our a4 pawn is also tender.
So a5, okay,
it's
a6.
so funny that they're like, scared when they're a pawn up in an endgame.
A6 and allow the trade, but I mean, that's kind of cheesy.
Like, can we remember that Danya and Robert House are up a pawn in an endgame when they're scared of losing?
Yeah, I was looking at this. Yeah.
And then after rook a4, you can go g5. rook b4, rook e7, and now the king is stuck. The king doesn't ever get in here. You see the king's stuck on g1. It's like kind of stuck in this little box here, and you can't ever move the bishop because then there's rook e2 at the end. So it's like now once you go g5, even if they get rook b4, rook e7, you're paralyzed on the king side. White can't do a whole lot here.
Yeah.
So like G5. No, but you got to be careful. Yeah, because if white gets, again, they want to go D5 to create the imbalance, create a weak pawn in the center. So G5, of course, is best.
Yeah, because D5 would actually get H4. That's actually
this is so instructive. This, by the way, is how we all get good at chess. Me and you watching this
with trouble, but still, yeah. The point here is after rook b4, rook e7. I mean, they can always go c4, b3, but then you just then you put the rook on d7 and yeah, like rook e7.
Look how they're activating the rook. Like, that's so nice.
Yeah, so c4, the question is do we have to stop d5 right away? Because
absolutely not, because if they go d5, you trade and go bishop b5 and you get a nice blockade.
Yeah, bishop b5, rook d7.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I was going to say, if c4, rook d7, now they can play like f3. I mean, it's probably still okay, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit shaky. Also, I realized here, though, like, again, the main idea that I have in mind is when they go c4, king g7, d5, you can take and then play, like, and then you can play, like, rook b6 is a weird move.
Bishop, I mean,
so
bishop
they want to go for, what, d5 here, I guess? That's their idea? Let's think about this. So they want to go for d5.
This is a bit scary if bishop b5.
What is wrong with king e6? That looks like a very... attractive move.
F3? Like this type of stuff?
Actually, let's think about this. This feels like somehow this has gotten a little bit more complicated than it should have. We're good on time here, right? So I'm wondering if you do something. Okay, so their idea, I guess, is d5. Well, d5 takes bishop. No, but you know what's funny here? d5 is not a big threat because now you can give up the b7 pawn there because you're fine. So like rook e6, because now the pawns are on the wrong color, the queenside pawns. But king g6, d5 is not an issue. It's you just taking a rook f7.
Chat, so do you hear that I have the move sound again as my sub alert?
King f7, c4.
Every time you sub, it goes move.
I don't know, like rook, king g6, d5. That could get scary. Think about this. And if you play bishop e4, f3 is never a threat, right? Because you just take or maybe not so clear.
King e6,
he's probably analyzing what happens then if bishop
D5,
takes g5.
f2.
Bishop f1 was the idea, but I guess they can move the bishop.
Well, they can also take and take b7. That's
yeah.
Gotten strangely complicated. Wondering. Okay, we're time is a little bit of an issue, right? Think about what are the positional setups that we have here. Okay, if we put the bishop on e6 and put the rook on d7, can white make progress? Is one of the questions. Like if you just start playing silly chess, like bishop c4, bishop e6, and just rook d7, e7 forever. I think actually bishop c4 has to be correct, by the way, here. The reason I think it has to be correct is because you're provoking b3. So now the rook is going to get stuck on b6, I think. Or not stuck, but it's going to take a long time to reroute it anywhere else.
Right, so bishop
They're playing quickly. This is going to be exciting, chat.
And the reason I would go to e6 here is kind of now c4, d5 is not a threat. Yeah. And once they go c4, I mean, I wonder if you should have played, okay, whatever. They played c4 anyway. Like if you go rook d7 here, how do they improve the position? How does white ever improve here? I don't see how white improves if you play rook d7. Like you just sit on the position and just wait. Because white can't push pawns on the queen side now. g3, you take an h3 is hanging. I mean, they can go king h2 and g3 maybe. They can also try, of course, king f1 is an idea. But now the problem in the long term is that because the pawns on the queen side are fixed this way, I mean, I don't see how white's ever supposed to be winning here, basically.
I guess the only thing is we can't go king g6 because of...
We always have f4, though.
I agree.
Look at the accuracies.
So f3?
F4 is very tempting, but in the time situation, Hikaru, F3.
Yeah, that's one of those where, of course, I'm listening to, but I felt we just needed to make a move.
No, we do. I agree completely. Wait, d5, cd, bishop d4, bishop e6 is bad?
So king f2?
I think so.
Where's the king going, though?
I don't really see what their plan is.
I don't either. I don't think they have one. They might just be waiting with bishop e6. That's very Hikaru style.
Bishop d3 at some point, Danya, to try to get bishop f1 is my guess. But bishop d3 is a bad square because our king can come to e3 at like the right moment. So f4.
Exactly.
F4 will just be a strong move there.
Yeah, and I like our king on F2 in these types of positions.
Guys, they have the same time. 225.
Okay.
Bishop D3.
Do you like F4? GF.
That's exactly what they
Rook
said.
D4, Rook B7, King G6, Bishop B3.
We're definitely making progress, right?
Yeah. Do you like F4?
So there's also D5.
CD.
Yeah, CD, CD.
Rook D5 though.
Yeah, but Rook B7 check.
No, but King G6.
Yeah, we're too slow, I guess.
Do you like F4?
I like F4.
Let's go
it too.
F4.
Pre-move Bishop F4.
Let's go
Save
F4.
as much time as we can.
I don't know why I'm getting so excited. I don't even know if it's a good move, but it looks.
But Danya, this also ruins their pawn shop.
E4 somewhere?
Oh yeah, F4 takes rook takes pawn on D4. There's rook takes B7. Hopefully, like weakening the A6 and C6.
I don't see what their plan is. I don't see what their plan is here because now you're
King E3, Bishop F1.
Right, and if they go like G3, for example, which is another idea, I mean, you can just even take, or just put the king on F5 and bishop on E4. Because the rook on B6 looks really good, but it's actually not doing a whole lot here in these endgames.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless they can go something like D5 and bishop E5 or something.
C5 is dead. I mean, C5 they could lose. Bishop B5.
Yeah,
that'd be nice. But
yeah, I mean, when I look at this position, because the rook on B6 looks really nice, but unless you can play D5 somewhere and win, it can't be anything special. That's the main thing. I mean, they're probably looking at D5 right here, but
D5
again,
bishop
I mean,
E5?
for starters, yeah, you just take.
And then bishop E5?
Well, bishop E5 you can just take on C.
You said bishop E5! CD? You can just take on C4, and then bishop takes F6? Maybe? Can you do that? That's what I'm looking
D5,
at.
CD, CD, that's a draw probably, but we can try.
I got really excited when you said bishop E5. I want to know what happens.
Bishop E3, king F5. And I don't really see a move there.
G3?
Yeah, but they're too active. I think we should go probably D5. I don't know.
Wait, with D5, CD,
CD?
Is making a draw?
Look at the cat!
Well, no, we can try, but I don't
the
know.
Cat is so cute! Look, it's waking up.
King E3 is also possible. Repeat moves. No.
What is it holding?
Bishop D2.
Bishop D2, king F5.
And then bishop C3.
Wait, bishop D2, rook takes D4?
Rook B7.
Bishop C4. Bishop D3. Let's try it.
Oh, yeah, we don't have much time.
Let's go. King F5, what's our move?
So king F5.
Thank you, for the 42 months.
Bishop C3, rook E7, D5.
Yeah, it's getting dicey.
If you go bishop E4, bishop C3, rook F7, what's the big deal? Where's the beef? I don't get it. Yeah, I just don't get it. What am I missing here if you go bishop E4 and rook F7? Yeah, I just don't understand it. Yeah, bishop E4, rook F7, and you hold everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might have rook E7, rook E2, and rook C2, but I'm not sure we need to do any of that. So
yeah, no. I mean, I think this is all amazing.
Question. No, never mind. I was gonna say, is C5 like DC bishop C6, but like there's not even.
Ooh, very risky. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just rook F7 here, and then king F5, and I mean, it's just a draw. Like if they go G3, takes king F5, maybe we can play for rook G7 and play for a win. Actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like if they get low, they could.
B4.
Okay, B4 is obviously a move. I'm wondering if we go king F5 and try to win here, try to be a hero. That's what I'm wondering.
Hikaru wants to win, pawn down.
Okay. But then go for it.
Bishop D3. There's D5. Yeah, that's.
But yes, that's probably also a draw, but that's one where you're struggling. So I would never go for it. Yeah, I mean,
let's go.
King F5 looks great because also B5, CB5, rook C7, rook C2 is incoming, and again.
Yeah.
Very, very dangerous.
Thank you for the.
I mean, okay, so we're playing to win here. Remember that we're gonna win this game. Just keep that in mind, okay?
Yeah. Big mindset shift.
Start manifesting it. Start manifesting.
He talks about manifesting too. Hikaru is right.
10 seconds.
I told you. I went to the bathroom and I manifested my 38.
So let's again.
D5.
It's a thing.
No. Rook G7. We take it.
It's a thing. Chat.
Take it and D5.
Oh yeah, because F6 is target.
No, but
why don't we have 19 seconds?
That's okay, right? We have.
Oh, this is getting really dicey. I've never used that word, by the way, but I've always wanted to.
Yeah, this is not the way we wanted it to go.
We can go bishop e1 there. So rook g7, ba. Okay.
CB.
Take. Yes. Go.
Go, 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 go.
Rook
They have so little
G7.
time.
What do we do?
Wait, no, rook g7, we can just go BA or D5 or something. Like, we're not risking a loss.
No. Yeah.
So
Rook g7. What do we do?
I think BA.
Ba rook g2.
Yeah, king
F1.
Or king E1 or whatever.
Ba.
Yeah, D5 at the minimum.
At a minimum, yeah. At a minimum.
Oh,
wait, rook g7.
Wait. Rook G7, Rook F6, King F6.
I'm calculating. No, it doesn't work.
They have 20 seconds to figure this out.
Oh.
Wait, BA rook C3, AB. Okay. Yeah, let's play BA.
Can they do that? Yeah, rook takes C3. They just play pawn
So
takes
BA.
D7.
Do we go bishop D2?
We can also play
bishop
Rook B3 if we want to be super.
Oh yeah. So because bishop D2, there's rook C2. Careful.
Right.
Do we want to
Rook
be super
B3?
careful? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, rook G7.
Oh. So then what do we do?
Oh no. Bishop
E1?
Bishop D2. Bishop E1.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Rook C2
Good. Great move.
Oh.
Rook C2, king
They're
E3.
getting nervous.
Right.
Bishop
we
E1?
H4
Rook G2,
essentially.
bishop H4, and we win.
That's hilarious.
That's actually just wins for white. Okay, careful.
Oh, that
Now we
is
have
so
14
spicy.
seconds.
The pawn on
Rook
H4
G7
is
though.
kind of hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
king
mean-
H4.
So wait, rook g7, king e3. Yeah, bishop e1's a move that I actually completely missed here. I mean, rook c6 is obviously fine. I mean,
I'll just play rook c6. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to get too low.
okay,
'Cause
fair enough. Okay.
We're gonna lose the h pawn if we give a check or play rook g7. So
39 seconds.
rook c6 is.
Can they go
safe. I
king
would play rook
F1
c6.
now?
I think it's safe. I'm not actually. Wait, did I make a mistake here? Take? No, it's a draw. I mean,
No, it's a draw, right? I mean, what? What are you worried about? Like,
I was worried. Yeah, okay. King g5, of course, only move.
yep.
Yeah, I mean now it should be an easy draw. I think.
Can you bring up the king and use a D pawn?
Okay, but this is quite easy because now you just take and go f5, f4.
Take a 5 of 4. Ah, okay. And the white king is sort of fortressed out.
Yeah, the king is boxed out here. Yeah, very very simple.
F5, F4.
Yeah. No, I have a feeling that we both misplayed this. Like I have a feeling we messed it up and they also messed it up. Bishop e1 was a phenomenal move by Dan. I assume Daniel found it was a phenomenal idea. And after rook c6,
was
they might have had king
Robert!
e3.
I'm going to go F4.
It was Robert
Sure,
that
yeah, of
found
course.
Bishop
Yeah, bishop
E1.
F.
We were like almost losing. Okay.
Poor Robert not getting the cred.
Bishop E1 is a move also. No, bishop F2. I'm thinking.
It was Danya. It was Bishop E1.
It's a draw,
Yeah.
It was Robert, and then Danya said amazing move,
let's just not
Robert.
lose on time. Okay.
What?
Okay.
I just feel like
bishop G2, H4.
Yeah, it's further away from their king, so that's why I like it. So here,
What?
H4, right?
H4.
Am I having memory
King D3 is
issues?
also a move.
King D3 is there?
Am I
no,
literally
king,
having
bishop
memory
E5 check
issues?
though.
Yeah, King
Let's
C3.
go. Oh, okay. Okay, do it. We just got to be careful there not to lose. Oh, we have H4,
Robert
H5,
said
and we might
Bishop
actually win
E1,
that.
and
Right, 'cause
Danya
we can
said,
give the
yes,
bishop up for the pawn
amazing
there.
move, Bishop E1.
That's
And
what
he
I'm
got
thinking.
so excited.
Wait, Bishop B5, King C3, King E4, H4.
And he said that was
yep,
a great
H5.
move.
We get
And
there
then
in
they
time.
just continued.
We might be winning there. I don't know. This is an epic game.
We can always give our bishop for the F4 pawn.
And they
then
have the
we-
wrong color.
Right.
I'm
just
so
like that.
confused. I've
Great
actually realized that I
Roman
have a
commentator
little bit
Roberto
of memory
Sassis once
issues
said.
sometimes. Like, I sometimes
C3,
really
yes,
forget things way too quickly.
King E4, H4, King E3, H5, King E2, Bishop H4, and I think that's winning.
Yep.
F3,
Oh, they're
what
still
do we
playing
do?
for the win?
F3?
F3, H4.
King G4, D5. Okay,
So
wait, so
H4?
H4? Yep.
They're going to play
Okay,
bishop.
now we-
They're
D8.
playing for the win.
Okay, King C4. Wait, King
King
E3
C4.
though. We got to be careful. Oh. Okay, we can draw. We
Not a draw.
King c4. It's King c4, and then I think White's winning actually.
King C4. I thought maybe you could sit on F7 for a second.
King c5,
Wait, how
and then
is the king on
there's King
C4?
b6 coming. It's still probably a draw, like I said.
Yeah.
Bishop d2. Okay, so
They're stopping king e3.
if you go f3, they play no, but f3 bishop e1. Oh wait, have we made this tricky?
47 seconds.
I mean, I know there's a draw here with. I mean, wait a second. Let me think. So you go king f5, they go king b4. If you move the bishop, h5, right?
Yep.
h5, f3, bishop f1, king f5, d5. Wait, why?
I love that.
No, wait. Why is
Everybody's
bishop
trying
b5 not?
thinks
Wait,
that
why is
someone
f3
might
not a
win.
draw? I would go, yeah, f3.
F3 bishop e1.
Bishop b. Oh wait, but
Oh.
I might have made a mistake. Bishop b5.
H5.
No, go bishop b5. Go bishop b5. We're getting low on time. We
Yeah.
have to do something.
No problem.
Because of the two passed pawns.
This is still a draw, I think, but I mean, it's gotten very chaotic. Yeah, because h5 you go king. Yeah, now you have king d5, and it's still, I believe, a draw. It's a tricky draw, but it should be a draw.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put the bishop on g6, and it's a draw. But this was the one that I was mentioning earlier.
So, but it's I mean, it's not over because they're gonna put the king on e3. So I guess
no,
we gotta.
You box with your king. You box bishop e8.
Yeah, bishop
You
e8.
box him out with king e4. That's the point. King d2, king e4. You box the king.
Yeah.
Yeah, the king is never
Yeah,
getting in.
it's a draw, but I mean, it's one of those ones that you don't feel very comfortable about. Could you see you just use the king opposition?
Yeah. Okay, so king d2, king e4.
Can you do something
Yeah,
crazy?
exactly. Yeah, it's just an easy draw.
Like
and if
king
we ever trade
e1
f for d, I can just
and
run
go
to the
like
corner. Whoa.
through g?
I think it's an easy draw, or am I wrong?
King f1, king g1, king h2? Can you just
F4.
run with the king on the other side?
Wait
I'm
a
gonna do
second.
this so that you see it correctly.
You're gonna put the king on. Wait a second. Did I mess this up?
Like the engine is saying
King
it's a draw,
f1,
but this looks
5?
really good.
Isn't that our setup?
I think that's yeah. That should be the setup, right? Yeah, king f4, right? Yeah, you're right. And you just have to make sure that you do it in the right position.
Yeah, because d5, king e5, and
Yeah, so you're gonna go king f1. You check king g1, bishop e4, king h2, bishop f5.
it's very tricky.
Like this is so much easier for us seeing what the engine is saying.
Actually extremely tricky. You're right.
So much easier.
But once the king gets to h5, you can just wait. So just check him. Just check. Just make sure that you stop the pawns, like bishop e4 or something. Check king h4, bishop h7, bishop g3, king e4, bishop 2. Yeah, it's still a draw, but it's very tricky.
So king g1.
I would just go like bishop e4 or something. Yeah, just bishop e4.
Okay.
King h2, and then bishop d3, bishop f5, I think.
Yeah, bishop f5. Yeah.
Bishop
So
g3
once
checking
the king
king
gets
takes
to
g3
h2
would
and
win
bishop
for
f5,
white.
then-
No,
They're
no,
gonna
because
put the
black has
bishop
the
on
f3
G1
pawn.
though, which still makes it tricky. But yeah, bishop f5, bishop g1.
Can we have
then
like
bishop-
can we play king g5, king g? No, they play d5.
I mean, it's still a draw, but what's going to happen is they're going to go bishop g1, and I
We
think
have
you just
7
yo-yo.
seconds.
Bishop d3, king h3, check, king h4, bishop h7.
Okay.
Wait, wait. King e4? Yeah, what's king e4? I don't understand this move at all. King e4?
Yeah.
Bishop e5, yeah, king f4 back, of course, yeah. Okay, now I mean, just, I don't know, bishop d3,
Yeah,
right?
now it's a draw.
Yeah, bishop d3 to cut
Everybody
the king
realizes
off, right?
it's a draw.
Yeah, of course. Simple.
Bishop d3.
Wait a second. Bishop d3, do they have a trick?
Well, last time we went bishop e4 on king g1, so I'm just.
Okay, so maybe bishop e4 then. Why not? Just bishop e4.
Yeah, I think this is 2 times this position has happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, look at the
Yeah, it's happened
accuracies.
twice.
They played so well this endgame.
Okay, so there. So what's
King
the
E3?
position?
Wait, king E3 is a
no,
draw.
they king e3 d5. No, king e3 they go d5. What? We lose.
Sorry. King e2, I thought the bishop, yeah. Sorry.
I think you said it do the same setup though, right? Bishop f5, right?
Oh, king e3,
It's just the same setup. Just
d5.
bishop f5 and king e4, and then just
And then
yo-yo again
you
with
have
the
no
bishop.
time to stop the
Yeah,
pawns.
just bishop f5. It's just a draw.
Yeah, bishop f5. This is why it's team chess. I would have, I would have jumped us.
Yeah.
I thought king e3, they have to go the other way. I completely forgot about going back
Yeah.
to this diagonal. Okay, so king f2.
Yeah, and then king e4, bishop c3, and then you just wait on this you wait on the diagonal, because then the bishop's on the wrong diagonal.
Yeah.
Because then you can't move the king. So yeah, I think the bishop gets stuck on this diagonal, but this is, I mean, This is something that's like really out of Dvoretsky. I mean, I think you can do anything here, but I think check and bishop g6 is just fine. For
How many
example.
people have read Dvoretsky's Endgame manual chat?
Check. I don't want to make the wrong check, but you can go back to g6.
It's fine. You go back to g6. Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Yeah.
Go back to g6. Yeah. So d5, king e5, and that's an easy draw because we put the king on a8, and
yeah.
Read it every day?
Stressful.
Wow.
No, I mean it's actually, I think, very.
We can try it though. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like a draw, honestly.
It's
You've
a draw.
memorized
we can maybe go. Wait, bishop. We can never give that pawn away, right? No, that's just a dead
Have
draw.
I read it? Of course I have.
Bishop c5 or bishop?
We can try bishop. I mean, bishop
Of
c3.
course I read it. What chess player would I be if I hadn't read
Yeah, you might as
Dvoretsky's
well try.
Endgame manual? I
Yeah, it's just a
have
draw, I think. We can try king
definitely
g3.
read it. Okay,
Let's just put a
like
bishop, like just gain a little bit of time.
I've played chess my whole
Okay.
life. Of course, I would read one of the most important
G3?
chess books of all time.
I mean, king e3, d5. We don't lose. So yeah, why not? Oh, whoops! We blundered king e3. Terrible.
if king e3, there's d5 check.
Of course, Hikaru is never going to make any mistakes. Okay, why don't we try to get... Yeah?
No, sorry, go ahead.
I love that they're
No, what
pushing
were
for
you
the
gonna say?
win.
Like bishop c7 here.
Oh. Yeah, maybe we can try to go for the other pawn somehow. Wait. No. Oh, king e3. Oh, d5.
Then
Wow.
D5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that
Okay,
foolish.
sorry.
Don't worry.
Sorry.
Don't
Just
worry, I'm
checking.
not that foolish.
Okay.
King takes.
Okay,
Yep.
so now they took the
Yeah,
pawn.
this is just a draw now.
There's a draw. Yeah, king d5. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like we maybe were winning
No.
at some point.
I don't think we were. Should we go
Okay,
king?
chat, look at this.
Yeah. Why
Look
not?
at this.
Doesn't
I mean, we
matter.
did our best. Like, I think the opposite colored bishop any is just a draw.
Yeah, maybe we should have kept more rooks on the board, but hard to
Yeah,
make
but
that
it's
decision.
so hard to win that, with like just an extra
Yeah.
pawn. Bishop b6. Yeah, okay. We can offer a draw probably.
No, we never offer a draw. We're playing this 150 moves.
100 moves. Ooh, king e5.
Yeah, they're just.
Hope for a mouse slip.
I have read it. I
Before?
wasn't lying, okay?
Right. In
You
case they
think
pre-move,
I'm
it should be
lying. You think I'm a liar, but I'm
pre-moving
not.
with 10-second
I
increments
have
would be
the book
wild.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
here.
Can we do anything dirty here? I don't see it.
That book looks brand new. I have had it for years. This
Go bishop
book has
d6
been
and
through
then settle and take.
everything,
Yeah, and
through
then suddenly at some point
tournaments,
just go king d6.
through pain,
Yeah,
through
was our pre-move a
tears,
few
through
days? And then
love.
the mess.
But the bishop on
Laughs
b5
is
and
the
put the
word.
king on h7.
Laughs.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Through everything.
All right.
Did I read it though? Yes, I have opened it. I have opened it. I have
I mean,
opened
you're
it.
literally one slip away from losing the game.
No, come on. I wouldn't lose this. What's happening
Yeah.
here?
Look,
We're
I
gonna play
even
50
have
moves?
like the little marker,
Right.
like, look, I've even marked like one
Alright,
of
now I'm gonna go
the,
this way.
No, you know what
I've
this
even
is?
marked,
This is where,
like, one of
this is
the,
where, like,
pages. You
if I
see
knew
it?
my opponent had something like
I
Title
have read
Tuesday,
this. This is
I'd
the
go
proof.
and I'd sit for 10 minutes at the end of the game, like build up the whole time advantage and then like sit for 10 minutes to scare them. But I mean,
It's not
obviously,
the first
Giving them
page. It's
No draw offers are
page
allowed in this
7.
game, by the way. They don't let
But
us
I've
draw
read
in
it,
team
okay?
chess.
Maybe not the whole
okay.
thing, but I've
So I
read
guess
it.
we have to play
I need
50
to
moves.
take it
I don't know why
slowly
they're not
to
repeating.
really soak
I
in
feel-
every piece of information.
yeah.
All right, now look, I'm going to do something really edgy.
Thank you, Redfeller, for the 49
yeah.
months tier 3. Thank you.
Yeah, you gave them a chance to play another 50 moves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what is going on? Are they not just going to take the draw now?
And you're like, just make the draw, and people intentionally play the 50 moves, and they push a pawn, or you get one more trade or something. Yeah, I wouldn't take the pawn and just make the draw.
Yeah, I'm not taking
Yeah.
the pawn. There
Yeah.
we
Oh,
go.
there it is.
No,
There it
I
is.
think
The
was always
50
a
move
draw, though.
rule.
I don't
There it
remember ever
is.
in real danger, but I don't know. I'm gonna run the Russian because I'll be right back.
Yeah, I also have to, but I guess we're going to go to a break, so.
Oh,
That was interesting.
people leave. Hikaru left.
Solid.
0.5 though. Chat, it became a draw. Clap. Clap, 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 clap. Oh,
Wow.
there we go.
Wow.
There we have it.
Wow.
0.5.
Wow.
That was a crazy game, chat. That was a really crazy game.
That was. I have never been so nervous in my life, and I wasn't even playing. I was on the edge of my seat. That was incredible, incredible chess. Hikaru's
Very
not
good
here to hear
chess.
the compliments. John Yen Hess, the amount of times I heard Danya say something like, "Of course, Hikaru's never going to make a mistake. Of course, Hikaru's going to play perfectly." Like, how does that feel, Danya?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is just that like Hikaru. I mean, a lot of my game is predicated on tricks, and that's just something I lean into. But it's a little bit debilitating. Like when you get an objectively drawn position, you just know. And I'm not trying to discount Levy, by the way. I'm sure that Levy was perfectly capable of holding that endgame on his own, probably. But it helps to have the best defender of all time in your corner. I'm really proud of the way that we played. I thought, well, all credit to Robert for finding Bishop E1. I thought we were probably close to losing if we didn't find it.
Sorry.
So Robert found all the difficult moves, but we put pressure, and that's all that you can really ask for.
I don't think we had anything concrete. Admitting it.
That's funny because Hikaru thought that Danya found Bishop E1. He was like, Hikaru was really impressed with Bishop E1 because we were both discussing, like, if you guys got to 20 seconds, we both were like, we're going to play for a win. We're going to play Rook C7, Rook C2, and then Bishop E1. And yeah, Hikaru was like, oh, I completely missed that move. And that's really funny. No, I mean, come on. With 7 pawns on the board, I would have certainly found a way to lose. With 4, okay, it was a little easier. But yeah, I mean, it's very interesting to sit with Hikaru, who sometimes is just like, yeah, like pawn down endgame, but okay, like we'll hold it like pretty easily, and then you guys put a lot of pressure, and it's fascinating. Wow. I gotta tell you, like,
computer is not finding anything.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like the dead draw the whole game, but practically.
Hikaru, you were gone. Hikaru, you were gone while people were calling you the best defender of all time, the best endgame calculator of all time. Oh. Like Hikaru, like seriously, man, like I'm sitting here with an engine in front of me. And like the ability, you have self-doubt at times where you're like, oh my God, did we blow it or whatever? But the ability for you to find the right line and stay on track was insane. I'm basically like, I don't even know what the question is here, but
well, I mean, the point of the matter is, like, I do still try to play chess seriously, and the reality is that when you look at enough positions with computers, you do realize that like chess is just it's a very boring game. It's always a draw, basically, no matter what you do. I mean, that's the bottom line that I've realized over time is like when I don't
like this bottom line.
Like 5 to 6 years specifically, but basically any position, as long as you're not down a lot of material or getting checkmated, there's always a resource, always. So yeah, I mean, I think it's. I remember I played a game against this. I said this to Levy in 2019, the FIDE World Cup. The second game of the first round, I believe it was. I played against this. I think he was Moroccan or from Algiers. This guy Bellasine.
Wait, this is literally what Danya said.
It wasn't this exact.
I remember in 2009 when I played this game in someone in Linares.
Somewhere around move 20 in this exact H5 Karo Khan. I just remember it was always very, very equal, or it was completely fine. And so I felt like we were always okay in this game. And again, as I said, I mean, I don't have Stockfish in front of me, but I know that Stockfish is always going to say it's zeros as long as you don't do something stupid. And I think for me that helps a lot because you just know that
Hikaru
you can
just
pretty much do
all
anything
stupid.
And you're fine. And I know it's easier said
Hikaru
than done.
Just called us all, everybody in this room, stupid.
The level of confidence I'm gaining about my chest right now is so great. I'm like, all you have to do is just keep holding on, keep believing that you can hold. In fact, if anything, I think you guys are the only ones who almost had chances there if you found this Rook G7 instead of Rook C7. I think it was, but Bishop E1 by Hess. Robert, you found this move. This was incredible, and it kept the winning chances alive. Take us through that moment.
Well, we were having problems in the second rank, and we would have been tangled up if we put our bishop.
We may be stupid,
like
but we're not boring.
Rook B3, there was always the rook swinging across. So I thought bishop E1 targeting the H4 pawn. Honestly, that was the idea way long.
But this game was super exciting. This game was anything but boring, to be honest.
The F4 break. So, we were trying to make little problems here and there. We never thought that we objectively had some kind of sizable advantage. But with our rook getting to B6 and this B3, C4, D5 always on the agenda, I just felt
thank you for the subbing.
We would have targets to try and exploit. But then we realized the opening of the G file could really be a detriment more than an aid in our winning attempts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest. Me and all the other fans here, I'm like, this is stressful. I'm sitting here trying to highlight all the ideas you guys are saying and chat, and I know that it's more stressful to play, but you guys had us on the edge of our seats with an incredibly
very exciting game chat.
Here.
Were you entertained? It was a very exciting game. I was
you
very
made some
entertained.
comment earlier that you weren't sure about the position, but everything you said
it was
about
amazing
the
to watch it. I mean, they all play
idea
such good
pretty
chess,
much came
and
to
it is
life.
really fascinating to see how
completely
Hikaru sees everything.
It together.
So it's great.
I mean,
very good game.
Some pressure. It was always Black had to be very accurate, and I think maybe F4 we rushed, but I mean, I don't think it was like equal, but yeah, I don't think we had anything concrete at any point in the game.
That's fair. Yeah, I would have lost the position for sure. So I'm not taking anything away from that.
Yeah, it says instead of.
Go ahead, Levy.
I was gonna say I'm just a quick analysis of the game. Right when you guys went for f4, if apparently you rerouted your bishop to the a3 square and then brought the king to the center, like very very slowly, you can kind of apply pressure. But maybe f4 is. But you had like 2 minutes when you played f4, so you kind of just instinctively want something to happen, I guess.
But Bishop d2 rook e7, yeah, it was. I think it was very scary because I've lost a lot of these positions to Hikaru. Up a pawn, you're chilling, and then like 3 moves later, like how is this possible? Like how do I have losing chances now? So maybe I was a negative influence on Robert, who's a phenomenal endgame player, just trying to be too conservative. But I've lost too many of these endgames.
They're so wholesome to Robert, who's a phenomenal endgame player.
Yeah, but I mean, also to be fair, like I would say the same thing. I've had a lot of positions like this that I've lost to Magnus, so like it's the same kind of thing. Like, I know how that feels.
All right. Well, I don't know what else to say. You guys have another game to play. We're going to let you get ready for that.
I mean, it's a rapid game. I think anything can happen. I feel like I'm like the basketball. This is like the classic basketball interview where they just go through the cliches, like down the stretch, like we were tough on defense.
Is Hikaru eating noodles?
Resilient and like good teamwork, and
he's literally
down the
chilling
stretch.
so
And,
much. He's just eating
coach
noodles
told us
during
to come
this
out there
thing.
and play chess. So we'll see how it goes. I think the opening is going to be pretty important, and but okay, we will try best. And okay, if we win, we win. Yes.
I started speaking only to realize that my microphone was muted. It was very embarrassing. I was gonna say it's a nightmare to be a streamer through Team Chess because you got like Robert Hess with like minus 50 decibel microphone, like super ASMR. You got like Danya, whose microphone all over the. It's hard to manage all the microphones, including my own, for my audience because it's like pew pew. Like I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know. Shout out to the production team that has to handle 5 microphones during one of these shows because it is intense. That's all I have to say. And
as casual as this event is, I've heard this has actually quickly become our most complicated event to produce for all those reasons. So anyway, shout out to the team. But Robert, you're the only one who hasn't chimed in. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think that I have had an opening since like 2004.
Did Hikaru make the move during the food during the break?
For anyone, including myself. But I do think it's just going to be fun. I mean, Danya
Did
and I
Danya
clearly
change hoodie?
worked together extremely well. Danya in that first game came up with a cool opening line that could pose some practical problems.
Danya
and
changed hoodie,
the rest
I
we
think.
figured out together along the way. So I'm just excited for the second game. I'm kind of locked in right now. I'm not really one to talk trash anyway. So I think that, we're good. We're ready to go.
You didn't have openings, and even then they were bad openings. You were still rocking what then? The Grand Prix and the BOGO? Oh my God, right?
Close Sicilian. I mean, Robert and I played for the first time in 2008 in Philadelphia. And then you know who I played the next year in Philadelphia in 2009? Danny Renge.
Robert, you are a true testament to why everyone out there is wasting time studying openings. You have had worse openings than everyone in this call for years, and well, I guess it doesn't say much with Hikaru.
I'll give him a run for his money.
Someone play the Blumenfeld and the Benko Gambit, if I'm not mistaken. Let's not forget, dude.
I remember.
Okay, these are some chess jokes. Okay,
game, and I showed up and he played a line, and I was like, I've never seen this in my life. And Robert, I'm pretty sure afterward you told me it's like I don't remember. I might be misremembered, but you were like, yeah, I played this like 10 years ago. I like don't know if it's good or not. I was like, oh, I was really intimidated because 25, 60 FIDE Robert Hess played this line against me, and it turned out it was not good. But you played it so confidently, I got me really scared. So.
Yeah, that was a rare moment where it actually was ahead on time for at least a little bit. So
chess players remember their games the rest of their life, like literally.
I'm here just to chime in and point out little.
They will not remember what they're having for food or what's going on. They will remember their chess games.
Game-winning moves.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to let you guys play before I can think of more ways to insult Robert Hess's openings, and then Hikaru to remind me that my openings are way worse. So
we got to play because Title Tuesday is like in 80 minutes. We got to
go. Yay, we got Title Tuesday to go. All right, guys, game 2. Good luck
they're playing
to all
Title Tuesday
players,
as well?
both teams. We'll see you on the other side, gentlemen. Reminder, everybody, they drew the first game. We are headed into game 2, and well, winner take all, because it's first to 1.5 points. Obviously, if we get another draw, we will head to Armageddon, and that bidding will happen in real time. So if you've never seen an Armageddon bid, which is already some of the most exciting content in the world, shout out to Sudden Death Dodgeball, an Armageddon bid and team chess battle where the players have to debate and come to terms, right, with their teammate. It's going to be awesome. So stick around. Here we go. Game 2. I'm ready. You're
It's
ready.
starting.
I think
It is starting,
everyone.
everybody.
I was also interested.
Hikaru's still eating his noodles. Those noodles look good.
Food mixed with that microphone is tough. It's very intense on the ear. So if there's a way to like
put the microphone away.
Yeah, just a little bit. It was I was trying to turn up my speaker because Robert's mic was so low, and it was it was good. I liked hearing your tongue flick against
Hikaru's
noodles or
ASMR
whatever, but,
eating noodles on live stream.
I was.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. But the food is bussin', by the way. It's really good. This beef is amazing.
I can listen. I can hear. All right, we're gonna go C4, and we're gonna hopefully not go to Armageddon. So
The food is buzzing. Okay. Is that an American saying?
I expect
time to move.
I expect D5. Is this gonna happen again? Like we're gonna get a 40-second game aborted and then
maybe, I don't know. I think they'll play.
I'm kidding.
They'll play something like probably like.
I know about buzzing. I know about buzzing.
It's late for you. It's like lunchtime here, but for you it's like late.
My
I forgot.
tea is buzzing.
Are they gonna abort? This is so stupid. Is it gonna happen again?
Why are they taking so long?
Probably.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it gonna? What's happening? Why are they not making a move?
Oh, they made a move finally.
Okay, let's go. Let's beat them.
Knight C3.
Yeah,
Hikaru is in such a positive mood today. I feel like let's beat them.
There's like some meta strategy as to whether you should play Knight F3 or Knight C3, but I like playing Knight C3. I knew it.
You said they play King's Indian, so I assume this means you have some great prop.
I love the playing as the King's Indian,
but I'm gonna go.
Go for it.
Do you care about E4 or D4?
I literally don't care. I mean, I've probably played every line with white and black in this position. I mean, multiple times.
We can.
Let's go. There's an opening I know.
I know that is a line.
There's an opening I know.
Against Hikaru, well, not with G6, but long time ago with E6 and C5, not G6. But let's get into the King's Indian. Let's Bishop G7.
G7, yeah.
Okay, because Hikaru knows all these lines, right?
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't know everything.
That's true. He just knows many things.
I mean, the thing is, C4, E5 is also very theoretical, and I don't want to get into an unpleasant position. Levy also knows C4, E5 really well. So
yeah, that's true. We just saw, some big games with like pawn sacrifices. I think that was Ding against Jordan von Forest and like
the noodle gambit.
I think if we go out, if we lose, we go out in style. We got fighting for a win. I don't want to do an Armageddon again. I want to win or lose.
Yeah. The only thing that I feel like we have to worry about is if we get into some super sharp line, but then also Hikaru prefers being the black side of these. Oh, H3.
They play my line.
Okay.
My line, H3. This is the best line ever. I am so happy.
Bishop E3 is very popular.
I am so happy. This is the line that I always play. I've played this my whole life. The H3 line with Bishop E3, and then you go G4, Knight E2, Knight G3. This I actually know theory of chat. This I've studied for years.
Let's do it. C6, right?
Finally understand what's going on. I'm so excited.
I haven't reviewed. I mean, I've forgotten everything as always.
I'm rooting for Hikaru and Levy now. I've changed teams. They're playing my favorite line.
Wow.
My mom showed me this line ages ago. The idea of H3 is to prevent this bishop from going to G4 because this bishop is the bad bishop for black, so you want to exchange it.
The Pierts, which often transpose into King's Indian position, so I do have actually quite a deal of experience playing positions just like this. And you know me, I play the hippo and garbage openings in Blitz.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out.
I often play like E4, C6, D4, Queen C7 on things like that.
It's not that bad. I mean, it's hard to punish. Now, there's a couple ideas here. G4 is the principled move. Knight F3, I think we go Knight A6, Bishop E2, E5, and it's just a position.
Yeah.
They're gonna go G4, Knight F3 or Knight E2, Knight G3. Those are two ideas, but you typically go G4 is white, and then Queen D2, long castles.
If G4, the move is C5. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's Knight A6.
Okay, I'm gonna study this for like my next tournament. I mean, you can also here go Knight F3. This is a different line. Now maybe G4 is not gonna be played. I'm gonna study this game for my tournament.
All the ins and outs here.
Yep. Well, I actually do. I mean, I've spent a lot of time on this position.
Okay, so
But
bishop e2.
my memory for openings is really bad. Bishop e2, e5, d5, knight h5 is the line.
Okay, but bishop e2, e5. Oh,
Okay,
Bishop
wait,
d3.
bishop d3
Okay, I
is
didn't know
odd.
you could play
I
it
don't
this
think that's a
safely.
great move. I think we still probably play e5.
so e5, de, knight of e5.
Yeah,
knight
knight
e4?
e4. Yeah. I think we start with, let me think. There's also knight c7 and b5, but I think we go e5, d5, knight h5.
E5 is the normal break here for black, and especially now when
Okay, so
they've played
E5.
c6, they're not going to play c5 anymore. And another idea is to go knight c7 and b5.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
So
I had
sometimes
something up.
white
No,
castle
that's-
queen
I
side,
knew you
sometimes
were
king
gonna
side. So we're
apologize.
gonna see what
That's
Hikaru
why
and
I
Levy
was
do. They're going
Okay,
d5. This feels
Okay,
like an
because the
Anna
king
Kremlin
focused
game, and
sort
I'm
of
so
faces, like all the
happy.
kings
I
in
am
games.
so
And, like when I
happy.
was really
Ow,
young, I had his
just hurt
magnetic
myself
chess set
my
with like a
nail.
piece that
My
you
nails
move. So
are
I would
too
like
long.
look at the book, make the moves on the
I
board,
got too excited, chat.
that's actually one of the ways that I learned
But
the
anyways,
opening,
I'm really
which
excited.
sounds just like absolutely silly in 2024, but back then wasn't so crazy.
Against this,
Hikaru's still eating his
castle or
noodles.
is
These
it worth
noodles
playing
must be
g3
really
or
good.
is f5 way
Knight
too
h5 to go knight f4
dangerous?
and get rid of the dark squared bishop.
I believe that in this position, if you play g3 with the bishop on d3, it's not correct. With the bishop on f1, g3 is always a line. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to play like, I think you're supposed to castle into it, but I could be crazy. I think with the pawn on c7, it's very dangerous, but I think with the pawn on c6, f5 is not supposed to be great here. I think if you castle f5, there might even be
My
c5
mom was like,
potentially.
Anna, how are you gonna play chess with your nails being so
That's
long?
another thing that I've learned
She
with
thought my
using
nails
computers
were
over the years. All
terrifying.
these big attacks that look really scary. They're also very rarely actually scary if you know what you're doing. Like when I was young, I would have thought this was great for black.
I always tend to think this is
I
like
like
great
the
for
nails.
black and blitz games until it's not. and
Hikaru's
then you
literally
realize
laughing
that
now, and he's just eating his noodles out of the mic.
You could have done
He's
a lot better.
speedrunning it.
Okay. Okay.
Obviously, you don't take the knight. That's a big mistake.
Yeah. That's. I mean, but do you care about the bishop? Like, is a3?
Like you never
B4
take on
something?
f4. This is something you
what
never do
is,
as white. You never go
I
bishop
think-
takes f4.
With the pawn on, I'm trying to remember the pawn structure. The pawn on
Because
c6
the
versus
black
c7.
dark
My
squared
instinct
bishop
is that
becomes too
bishop
strong.
c2 is correct, but I think a3 is also playable. I think a3 might be actually.
And now the
completely
idea for black is to go
acceptable
f5 and break the
because
center.
on c6.
Knight d3, queen d3, f5 is never a
just
concern. Yeah.
And then I
B4.
think you just go b4. I don't think this is scary. Like it looks very scary optically, but I think it's supposed to be good for white.
Yeah, I would. I would not care if my bishop got taken, but I'm.
No, it's amazing if
I don't
black
know.
goes
And
knight
there's
takes
There's
d3.
never anything on h3 because we can. I feel like we've played this move every game we've had white in this event. King h2, yay or nay, like ever?
Depends on what they do. My instinct is that probably nay. I mean, the only because also if you go king h2, there might be g5, g4 without f5.
Yeah. No, king h2 typically you don't play. I feel like I know something
I mean,
here,
but this
chat.
is
For the
clearly
first time, I don't feel like a noob here.
Robert does
Yeah,
not
yeah.
play Indian.
Yeah, that's what I.
Robert
That's
is
what I
far too
figured.
professional.
That's what I.
It's
That's what I
literally
figured.
the first time in this event.
King's
Like,
Indian is a great opening as long as you get to attack. But when you don't get to attack, that's when it becomes very annoying and it's not fun at all. Because you go into the game playing King's Indian ready for an exciting game, and there are many ways your opponent can just play a very positional line and you don't get an attack, and then you're just wondering, why did I do this?
I still feel like below 24, 2300-ish area.
G5 is positionally
what
very
was he gonna
dangerous.
say below
I'll take on
24,
D3 and
2300-ish
play
area?
C5. Sound
Yeah,
good?
I think that's
That you shouldn't play
fundamentally
it? What was he
sound,
gonna say? Knight takes
I'm
d3,
like,
they
careful,
took it?
bishop
This is
G5
the
would be the
dream.
narrative scheme.
This is the dream.
This isn't bullet.
Dude, I do that, and then I'm like, why does everybody
I
hate
play
playing
this and I'm
game?
2000 and I
Well,
have a
you
good
know the
good
answer.
record with this.
I do. I'm dirty.
You know what? No, I'm 2100, Fide. I am not
I
2000. Why am I
acknowledge it.
talking down
I'm
myself?
very
I'm
over the board.
2100, chat.
Wait, so
I'm not going to talk down myself.
D4,
2100
D1
Fide.
take, right? Or do we just play
In fact,
D6?
2115.
Or
We can
F5?
play actually
In fact,
F5,
if I have a
bishop
good
BC,
tournament in
F4
Reykjavik, I
is
might get a
is
new
common
peak.
idea in these lines.
That looks like it works because we take on C5 with the knight or they sack a piece.
Obviously, after F5, knight G5 is annoying, but we have F4
Soon
winning
we'll
a
be
piece, and even if
2200,
not,
then we'll
we
be
always have knight C7.
2300. We'll go for
Right.
For
Also, B4,
WAM,
B6 does not
WGM.
look
Maybe
all
we'll
that
go for
bad.
FM and then IM and then bam,
not
we
at
will
all.
get.
I like our position
Okay,
a lot.
Yeah, me
I'm a
too.
little
I
bit
like our
on
clock
copium right
even
now,
more.
but you know
Okay,
what?
well, F5,
We will
F3,
try. We
or
will
do
try.
they
I
want-
just
Hikaru
need to
usually
start
takes
studying
and
chess.
goes
As soon as I
F4.
start studying
That's his
chess, we
style.
got this.
that looks wrong in this position.
That's bad with the bishop pair. Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah,
just go
F4 is a good idea typically here too. This is now, yeah, you go
F3,
F5,
F4,
and then
bishop
maybe you can.
F2, G5,
Can you
I mean,
play
is the
F4
classic
here? It's
King's
maybe a
Indian
little bit
approach,
scary to go F4
as you
is
know.
white. Maybe F3 is better.
Classic.
Logical. I mean, I did study so.
We're just completely fine. And mainly, I think we're completely fine because knight on a6 is wrong. If the knight were on f6 here, I'd be very scared. But I think the knight on a6 here is a big liability in the long term for black. But we'll see if I'm right or I'm wrong. Because you're going to go b4 at some point. And this is also very nice. It's a very free-flowing position. Like, black has one idea, but your idea is simple. Like, if they go f4, rook up, f4, bishop to g5, rook up b1, h5, king f1, g4 takes, king e2, you're playing for b4 and playing on that side of the board.
Yeah, I like that's it actually does look terrifying.
I actually didn't
but
follow
as long
that.
as
That
you
was a
know
long
rook
line.
b1 and then put the king on e2, it's how do they even, like, what do they do? I don't even understand. Like, it looks really nice for white. I mean, I Duda won a game like this last year where he did exactly this. I can't remember if it was like European Blitz, European Championship or something, but that's exactly how he won.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's completely acceptable. It looks really scary, but the knight's just on the wrong side of the board. But again, if you don't play the King's Indian a lot, you're probably not going to know that. But because I played the King's Indian so much, I just know that the knight's just way off sides on a6 here. So,
Those noodles never
what they
end.
do.
It's the biggest plate of noodles I've ever seen. There's so many noodles left. Like, I want that plate of noodles. They're never-ending noodles.
Yeah, and then if b4 we up, b6 worst case.
We can also go bishop f6, bishop h4, but that's like for playing for a draw.
Yeah, no.
G5. They are playing for a win, and I love it. Both sides are
I don't
playing
care.
for a win.
Hikaru
This is
doesn't like being
amazing.
attacked. That's the one thing. We know that we're going to get chances here for a win. Okay. They're going to run their
H5?
king probably at some point.
So rook
right?
b1 to go b4, and they're gonna now white is gonna play on the queen side
I'm
and
not
black on
afraid
the
of
king
B4.
side.
I think
And this is
we're
how the
good here.
king's
Well,
Indian
maybe
goes, and it
G4 they
becomes
want
very
to run with it.
double-edged.
Okay,
King
well-
f1, I have never seen this idea.
G4?
Oh, and king e2, yes!
King
I'm gonna start
E2
playing
they
like this with
want.
white, and now you're safe.
Wow.
Look at that.
That is bold.
Or they want just like take twice on g4 and put a knight on f3.
Yeah,
Not out
but
of the
that's
question.
not out of the question at all.
This is a very double-edged
Also just
position,
play
even though the
knight
engine
c7
says
pawn
0.0.
b6 and just like run our knight around.
We could do that, and we don't have to rush with g4.
Right.
What do you think about knight c7 before b6?
Like, I'm not scared of
BC,
Even
BC,
or BC,
BC,
DC is also fun.
DC and 98, 90. Yeah, and then we have to be careful about a4, a5. But
Yeah, but that doesn't scare me.
no, I
You
like
also-
knight c7.
We could also play rook f6
Rook
to like.
f6. But then b4, I feel like meh.
No, b4 doesn't have a threat. That's my point. Like
Rook f6 or g6
B4
you want to play.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if g4 takes king e2, what's going to be our follow-up?
I haven't got that far.
Maybe rook f6, rook h6 also.
Yeah, we can figure that part out later.
Okay, let's go try rook f6.
Or do you want to play like b6?
Knight
I don't know if
c7,
they-
b4, b6. Is that too conservative?
Yeah, I want rook f6, right?
Okay, let's do it. Let's go for it.
You think that's good?
Not sure.
What's
Daniel
your
doesn't believe.
Other move candidate again?
Knight c7, b4, b6 is also available.
He really
Yeah,
wants to
then I
go
go
knight
A4.
c7.
Yeah, it's too slow. It's too slow. I think we got to try rook f6, and we
Yeah,
got to
they-
move faster.
Yeah, they don't have an attack, dude. Like
Yeah,
they got-
exactly.
Yeah, just king e2, because now they lose g4 too, because g4 you bishop h4.
Yep. Okay, so what? Rook g6, obviously. That
Right,
was
but
the
the point is, but the point now after rook g6, rook h1, g4, you can maybe even just take and go bishop h4 again, or even if you let them get g3, they're too slow now on the king side, I think.
I love this idea of moving the
Yeah.
king, like king f1, king e2.
No,
I
mean,
love
this
it.
looks very
It's so
strange.
cool.
This doesn't look right at all.
To me, like now that we're here, I mean, okay, so I was gonna say like g4, hg, hg, and just fighting for the rook, for the h file at some point in the future also looks okay. But
No. But if you go b4, g4, we're in trouble. I mean, we're in some trouble, I think.
yeah,
No, I mean, what I don't understand here is after rook h1. I mean, do they really want to trade all the rooks off? Like, that's what I don't understand this at all.
rook h1, yeah.
Yeah, rook h1, and what's the big deal?
They're gonna go
Because,
g4.
I was gonna wait for G4 take rook H1, but I guess you're saying after that they would trade, play G3. Well,
no, after rook H1 they would maybe we could have done it. But if you play B4, we're too slow because
because the rook can't guard everything. But I was just wondering, like we had to do something, so rook H1's probably fine. And now,
no, now but now you know what they're kind of now. There's a question here, which is, do you want to try to win the game?
Preferably.
Okay, then there's another idea here that they probably aren't aware of, which is you can play rook G1 here, followed by rook H1, followed by G3 potentially, and try to attack on the king side now.
Oh, I like that. That's
because now again the knight on A6 is out of play, and they're like, you know what it's completely different. There's a game I played against none other than Anish Giri and Reggio Emilia in 2011, I think it was. And I got the same sort of thing where it was a king's Indian, but his king was on the king side. And there was some moment where he's supposed to go king H1 and G3, and it was completely fine because I didn't have a knight on the king side. Now it's different.
It's insane how much chess players remember.
On A6, but it's very reminiscent of there's no knight on the king side in this king's Indian. So this idea of playing G3 and trying to take the bull by the horns actually makes a lot of sense.
Now realizing how impressive Danya is.
Knight C7? I mean, their only plan is Knight C7 and A6
when he
B5,
was like,
right? Like, that is
impersonating Hikaru or whatever the name is. When he was,
well, the thing though is G3,
what is the
G3
name?
is very scary
And it
here,
was
though.
pretending
Like
to be
G3 or
Hikaru.
G4.
Like now I'm realizing how impressive it is.
Maybe even go H4 at some moment.
Yeah, he's impression of Hikaru. That's the one.
So you're saying if Knight C7 G4 for us is okay, because if they lock the...
I'm not worried about that. All right, Queen F6.
I'm not too worried about G3. I think G3 have G.
The eval bar is going up. The eval bar is spiking up like an elevator. Chat. This could be crazy.
G4 have G, I think.
Still have G, yeah.
I have G, rook G3. Let's think. What do we?
We just slide back.
Right. No, because there's no knight getting to F4. So if they take, you take rook F8, bishop E3, rook G6, rook HG. I mean, it looks good to me. I would play it. You're gonna get content. I think you're gonna get a rook sack maybe.
No, that's all we need. Why G4 and not G3? Out of curiosity.
Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm actually an idiot. Yeah, I think maybe that's better. But here you're threatening to play rook G3. You're threatening to play H4 anyway.
Wait, I'm so surprised they took. Everybody just wants to win too much, but this looks crazy good for white now.
Like, for the light squared bishop?
Why did they take and not play H4?
Yes,
H4 just closing down everything.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You figured it out, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty gang. You mean, you would play H4, you wouldn't go rook G4
Wait, I love
away,
this for white now. Something has gone wrong, I feel like.
You know, funny thing is rook G4 right away is probably okay, actually.
It's probably
H4,
the top
rook
engine
G4,
move.
Yeah.
It's probably like the top move of the engine. That's funny.
No, I think it's quite okay.
Yeah, rook G4 is so nice.
Man, they're making such odd moves. Like, to me,
yeah, let's do it.
We could also play G4 right now, I think.
HG, rook H6, bishop H6.
Yeah.
FG.
Rook F8.
Knight F3. Knight F3.
When Hikaru was asking, do you want to win, Levy? What he was doing is that he was asking Levy, do you want to take a risk?
What were you saying? G4,
or do you want to play safe, get the draw, go to Armageddon? That was what the question was about.
Yeah.
Obviously, Levy's not going to say, no, I want to lose. But it was about, do you want to take a risk, Levy? And that's what they did with all of this.
Bishop E3.
Yeah. Or, no, bishop E3, rook G8, though. Rook G6, though. But G4, HG, HG, rook takes H6. Did we refute that?
Bishop H6.
FG.
I'm like, I don't know.
Rook F8, knight F3.
Then queen
this is very tactical.
4, G5. I
don't
love
that.
It does. Should we go rook G6?
They have so little time to. I think Levy and Hikaru are going to win this game.
Let's go rook G6.
I know I said the opposite before, but I've changed my mind.
Knight D1, knight D3 is also a thing.
Yeah, rook G6, bishop E3, G4, HG, HG, like rook F1, and then our queen's in the line of fire as well.
That's true, but then queen H4.
Such a critical moment. We got to move though.
Your call. I think rook G6 is my move, but G4 is very interesting.
Yeah, but interesting is a bad word now.
Rook F8. I don't see. I think rook G6 we should go.
Wait. G4.
G4 takes. Rook H6.
Yeah.
It's interesting how much more like the previous game. It feels like they all agreed on the same moves. Now they don't agree anymore as much on the moves.
Knight F3.
Bishop takes G4.
Ah. Okay. Let's go G4. F it.
Are you sure?
Takes, queen h4. I'm looking. Queen f3, rook f8, queen g2 though.
Can I easily follow their calculations? Pretty much. But I'm also honestly looking
G4,
a lot at the
H6,
cat
H6,
behind
queen
Robert
H6,
has.
FG,
It's
queen
so
H4, queen
cute.
f3.
But yeah, if I really
queen
listen,
G2.
then yes, I can follow the calculations.
Yeah, they're hanging on by a thread, huh?
Bishop G4. Let's do it. G4, go.
Are you sure?
I'm not, but who cares?
No, I'm going rook G6. We spent way too much time. I feel like we wasted too many precious seconds. My bad. That's me.
Rook G6. So I guess the idea is they want to play G4. Now, question is if you go knight D1, G4, HG, knight E3, rook F8. I mean, at the very least, you have knight F5, and you can never lose the game. So I mean, to me, knight D1 looks like the obvious move here, but again, it's your call. I would play knight D1 here because basically the point that I'm envisioning, like in my mind, is I'm envisioning that if you get a knight to F5, even if they win a pawn, you can plop the other knight on E4, and then C5, D6, and G5 are all very, very weak.
Yeah, that looks really good to put a knight on F5.
Any alternatives to knight D1, like just rook G1?
I'm worried that on rook G1, they're going to go rook F8 followed by G4. That's what I'm really worried about. Like, I feel like we desperately need to get the knight over. Like, I feel like everything here is move by move. I mean, again, it's your call. But I think knight D1, knight E3, knight F5, and you can never lose at the very least.
Yeah. I want to sit on my hands for a second just to throw out if there's anything else. There's just been moments that I'm like,
what
I
is
can play
Danny
the move
doing?
that Hikaru said, but maybe there's an
This is
idea
such a
we're
Danny
not
thing
seeing.
to do. He's pressing funny buttons to get Hikaru's face on the moves
the reason I like knight D1, knight E3, knight F5 more is because it just takes any chance of us missing something tactical out of the equation. That's the reason I like it more.
Knight D1 is really nice.
Like, I bet.
But it makes a lot of sense to reroute that knight and then keep the knight on d2. I guess I could also go knight f1, knight e3, knight f5, but it's nicer to have that knight protecting f3, so it makes a lot of sense.
Not to toot my own horn, is like in a position like this when you're way up on time, one of the things you want to do is you look for good moves, but also moves that there are like obvious replies to. Like they don't get to just play every move in like 5 seconds, like obvious moves. But if you see something else, just tell me what you're thinking.
No, I mean, yeah, my only suggestion was going to be there bishop e3, g4, but that is total chaos. I mean, at that point, I will be doing a lot of holding hands.
That is the best dogfish move.
Yeah, I mean, if knight d1, and there's no...
And knight f1
knight
too.
D1,
the line that I was saying, yeah, it was knight d1, rook f8, knight e3, g4, hg, knight f5, and I just don't see how you can ever lose that position.
So bishop f5, ef, queen f5.
Queen f5, takes.
FG.
Probably you take with the rook or the pawn. I don't know. I think you probably take with a pawn.
I think they're so confident, but they're like spending a lot of time right now.
Rook G4, takes, E4, rook F4, rook G1, E4, bishop. Yeah, I mean, I think that's good though because you trade all the rooks, you go rook G1 and then bishop E3, and you can't. I don't think you can really be in any danger there, but your call.
Yeah.
I think both moves are fine.
Rook G1, rook F8, bishop E3, G4. We can, simplicity is good.
And it's the best move. Look at that. Amazing.
I would also like to play the practical move as opposed to just sending us into the chaos.
Because the point is, like, this light square bishop is terrible. Like, unless you can get the diagonal to bishop on g4, this is just terrible.
That is the reason you play h3, to play against
like
the bishop on d7.
I mean, only move, of course, because you've already done this.
Yep. Now, g4, do we have any... We can't take fg.
Well, you could play knight f5. Well, knight f5 is going to be a transposition, probably.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, do we have hg,
rook G1?
That's why it's so important to have the knight still on d2, so that after g4, the knight is, this knight over here is protecting the pawn on f3. You guys see that?
Yeah.
This knight protecting this. If we move the knight to f1 and the knight is on c3, this pawn would not be protected.
Because rook G1, h4 now, and h3 is loose in many of these positions.
Yes, and knight f5. Do we take everything? They're gonna. That's what they're gonna do.
Wait, why do we have a little donkey, or is that a horse?
We could. There's no.
Wait, why are we getting now random stuff on each thing?
But b5 also doesn't really threaten anything. Knight f5, b5.
What if they played b4 here?
G4.
Yeah, it's getting really dicey.
b4, g4.
Does dicey mean interesting, chat?
No. Bishop f5.
Is that what dicey means?
b4, b6, maybe?
Yeah, we could just go for that, but then... B4, B5
Oh,
is not out of
risky.
the question.
No, BC. I was calculating that. BC, DC.
Okay, risky.
Knight F5.
Dicey. Oh, it makes
I like
sense. It's
B4,
like you
B5.
roll a dice, so you're kind of taking a chance. I love
Okay, they're
that
gonna go
word.
Knight F5. What's our move if Knight F5?
Why can't we
Is
just
it
take
B-
it? Sorry, what was it?
Takes 94.
I'm gonna start saying
B5.
that. I'm like
B3.
a book, a
A5.
dictionary, and I add new words to my
A4.
own dictionary
Takes,
all the
Take
time.
something and rook B8. Oh yeah, rook's on F5. We can't go rook B8.
Yeah, 98. I mean, Knight F5, B5 is also interesting.
I can just imagine Danny like
Okay.
doing all these
Wait,
arrows.
What if we go
H4,
H4, Knight
G4,
G4? Yeah.
But then we move our queen and then play B5.
Oh, and we've closed the center, haven't we? Yeah, I like it quite a bit, sort of. Yes.
Should we just play B5 first?
Chad,
Do
if
they
I
want
wrote an
H4?
Anna
No.
dictionary, it
But
would
then
be
we
a
go to
pretty.
G4.
I don't know how big the book would be.
B5 or
B5, H4, G4, Knight F5.
30 seconds. 30
Yeah, then we
seconds
can
in
just
a
take
very
it.
critical
Okay, so
position. Are they
we're
gonna have
gonna
enough
do
time?
They're gonna go B3 and then H4 or what?
Oh, that is the best move. B5, engine
let's
move. They have to do some
B3,
counter attack. I love that
H4,
move,
G4
but they
is
don't have a
clear.
lot of
Okay.
Very chaotic.
time left.
What about A5 Bishop E1 with the idea to play H4? Like, is that stupid?
I still think G4 is going to be a big, because basically after G4, there's always Bishop H6. Like, it might be fine if we look at move by move, but conceptually it's dangerous. So it's like a situation where conceptually it feels wrong.
No,
they
G4 never
went
works.
for this. Okay, well, I mean,
Rook G4?
well, you have Knight G4, Rook G4. Both moves are playable. I mean, it depends how badly you want to win and how badly you want content. So,
Would you play Rook G4?
if I were playing here, yes, I almost certainly would. Yeah.
I mean,
You gotta go for content. This is not a serious event. You gotta go for content.
I would go Rook G4. The only thing I'm concerned of is a knight getting to F6 in the future, but I guess that's
guys,
pretty
what's
far in the
happening?
future.
Evil
So-
Bar's going down.
They take,
No, the
do we
Evil Bar
take with the
thinks black
pawn
is
or not?
better
That's
for the
also a
first
big
time.
question that's not obvious.
Okay, just
Of course, you take with the pawn.
The
I
evil
assume.
bar thinks black
I
is better
also
for the
assume
first
otherwise
time.
Knight B5
Yeah.
looks really
Yeah,
They're
no,
bad.
this
sacking the
looks great,
exchange.
though.
They're so
Like,
confident.
I think
They're
positionally,
sacking the
this bishop on
exchange.
G7 is so bad here.
They sacrifice the
Okay,
rook.
and now you take with the H pawn, I assume, and go Knight F5. Like,
Interesting. Not Rook G4.
I'm worried that on Rook G4, Rook B8. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
Rook
But
B8, Knight F5. No, I mean, it's very complicated here. Rook G4 is, I actually, the more I look at this, I mean, the thing is, I'm worried that Knight is going to get to H5. I really am. Yeah, I mean, I would take with a pawn, go Knight F5. I mean, and just play it positionally. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
you're not worried about the H pawn.
It went from +1 to -0.4.
Well,
What's
the
gonna
H pawn's
happen?
not really rolling, is it? I mean, is it?
I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
I don't know. Like, what do you want to play? Like Knight F5
Levy
is
looks
good.
so
Rook B1 is
concerned.
good. Knight F5 looks completely acceptable
Wait,
to me.
hype,
I
hype,
don't know.
hype?
Knight F5. And you would
What is
we
happening?
want that rook trade, yeah? Like we're not
What is happening?
we I mean our rook's not gonna
Danny's
come alive any other way.
having so
So.
fun.
Long term, as I think about it, it's more the Knight on C7 is very poor, actually. It's a very, very badly placed piece, right?
Yeah.
Where does it go? It's going to go to B6. Is that the idea? I'm wondering if you can reroute your bishop somehow, but I also feel like we have to
Why
move
does it
quicker.
keep
Like,
doing the
I kind of
donkey
am
thing on the
wondering about,
horse?
Like, rook B1, for
I don't
example.
understand.
I
It's
think rook
literally a
B1 and then
donkey.
bishop E3 and then it's really hard for me to believe this can be bad. Really hard for me to believe.
You take with the queen, yeah?
Probably.
Yes, I think it's good.
Yes, go.
I'm just making sure we're not blundering.
You have
anything.
27
By the way, We have
seconds.
this plan at some point of Rook F6, Rook F7, Knight move, Rook B7.
And that's why I like Bishop F8. It solidifies everything.
Yeah, but I just don't like our G5 pawn being so loose.
I agree. Okay.
Okay, bishop
Rook
E3,
E6 is a
targeting
move. You
G5.
could also go Knight A6, Knight E8.
Knight A8.
Oh, Knight E8, Knight A8.
Knight E8, Knight
Knight
G7.
E8, G7 comes to mind.
Oh, but then we can't trade.
That's true.
I like Knight E8 anyway, though, kind of, right?
Okay, didn't like
Okay.
my move.
Just solidify everything. Yeah? Now, what's our next move? Is it Rook B6?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Or Rook takes and Queen B6, right?
Queen B6, yeah, because that H pawn is a killer.
That H pawn is really good at nulling games.
I mean, I know we sometimes get worried, but there's no way we
Do we
can.
go
How
A6
about
and Rook B6?
How about Knight
No,
C7
Knight
back
C7.
real quick?
Okay, go. Rook B1.
I am trying to understand this game through
Do we go
Danny's
knight e8 anyway?
explanations with the stickers.
Knight e8, you said?
Yeah, why not? Right?
They might play queen b1.
Or it takes b3. Why are we scared of that?
And then queen b6?
Yeah.
What about knight a8? I kind of like that.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
And the reason why I like it is just that we can play queen b6 and take back with the knight rather than the
Danya
pawn.
seems to not
but
approve.
queen b6, queen a4.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
So queen b1,
Sorry
do we go
about
rook b6?
Yes.
They have so little time.
Okay, a4.
They have
Queen
so
b8.
little time. Anything can happen, and the loser is out. The loser literally goes home. And with home, I mean they're already home
I like
probably,
knight
but
eight.
like they get knocked out.
So they're going to move their king to g2 at some point.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get our rook around, but how do we do that?
What's our next move? Is it like king h7, rook b7, rook b6? That is.
Can we go king h7 like rook g? It's too slow.
It's too slow. Yeah, rook b6 is a move,
Yeah, rook b6 is always going to be a move.
and then it's harmonious with knight a8. So
Yeah, so we justify our move after the fact.
your move was good. I mean, your move was good because it makes them think, and we need
That's
to make
true.
this a time scramble.
Okay, they have it. They're almost gonna be less than a minute.
a4 we can take and go queen b6 because they don't have queen a4. Okay.
Now
Does
they
that
want rook
prevent
b6,
us?
queen a5.
Queen a8, queen b8. There.
Where?
Queen b8 there. Rook b6, queen a5, queen b8.
But then they take and put queen
They have
a4.
10 seconds.
Takes, knight takes b6. So
It's their turn.
Okay, rook b6.
yeah, go. Queen a5. We also have h3.
They have so
have
little
queen
time. They
c7.
did that move with
Queen
3
c7,
seconds
yeah,
on
I
the
like it.
clock.
4 maybe. Queen a5. What? Queen a5 or queen b8. And
Wait, why
then
does he put money
takes
stacks over
queen
there?
b6, queen a4. Yeah, I would just go queen a5 here. I would just go. Let's just play quickly on clock.
Yep.
Try
What
to
about
press them hard.
Queen a4
Queen c7.
first. Is there
Absolutely, absolutely. I like it.
okay.
Wait, why did they go queen
Pre-move
c7?
knight b3.
Yes, absolutely. Because then the knight's going to a5 and c6. Actually,
Yeah.
your knight's getting very, very good.
Oh,
some
this
way.
could get really tricky with the little time.
Okay, that's probably a good move. I don't know. If I were playing, I'd probably go like king f2 or something just to make sure there's no h pawn trickery somewhere. But that's just me.
Let's do that. That's fine. Yeah, I'm like.
Okay, there's still no threat. I mean, okay, let's think for a second. If you trade,
Can you
the
go knight
rooks,
b1, knight
how's he
c3,
take it?
knight
He can't take
b5?
with the queen. He has to take with the knight. Only move then
Like,
queen a6.
bum, bum, bum.
Ooh, this is looking very dangerous. I would trade and go queen a6. This looks very dangerous, actually.
Okay.
And
I like
the
that.
reason I'm telling you it looks dangerous because now I think the knight's going in. I think these knights are really good. Yeah, like queen a6 and then knight b3, knight a5, and I think it's very scary for black.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Yeah, I was looking at queen c6.
Oh, this
but I
is so
think it's way
interesting
too early
because,
to
like,
trade. But queen c6.
He might be right practically, but like
It
right now the
doesn't
engine
work,
is
but
saying
yeah,
that
it
black
doesn't
is just a
work
lot
probably, but
better.
You're right. His pieces are so cramped that it's very dangerous.
But it's gonna be really difficult for Daniel Hess to play this little time.
I like it. And then
I'm
bishop
scared about
b7
it.
maybe.
Yeah, but
a4.
the
You got to be
A4
careful.
King is going up.
Yeah, no bishop takes c5. Okay, wait. Knight c5 is a threat. So do we go rook h8?
Or king h7?
Oh, you want to make it safe?
No, sorry, they're going knight a5, knight c6. We need to move.
Do we go rook h8? And rook
Sure.
h7 and queen c8, maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
rook
that was
h8
smart.
looks like a good move.
Wait, do we push h3 after king g2?
What if they play knight a5 here?
h3?
King g1?
Okay, we push h2 and then we go...
They have so little time.
Just do it if they play knight a5. Go h3, h2, game time.
Wait, why can't we just play rook h7 after knight a5?
Oh, you're afraid of losing that pawn. Okay,
right,
so you want to go
rook
rook h7?
Yep.
Yeah. Knight a5, do we go queen c8?
Oh,
Yes.
look at the eval bar.
And queen b5?
And then queen. Maybe.
Oh, but knight
can we play
c6.
queen b7
The bishop
here?
on f8 is so
Queen
bad.
b7, knight c6? Queen b7, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah,
queen
that
c8
actually.
thing?
Queen c8, queen b5, and like rook c7 or something?
12
Oh, it looks
seconds.
ugly.
10
Let's do it.
seconds. It's going
Let's do
down.
it. No forks. Queen b5.
Guys, now the eval bar. Now the
Rook
eval
c7,
bar is
Do
going
it.
up.
Wait. rook
Says that
c7,
white is
no
winning again.
tactics,
I
knight
never
c6,
stopped
what's our
believing
move?
in Hikaru and Levy.
Queen d7 or something.
Oh, rook b7 there. Okay. Go. Knight c6, we can go rook b7. No, knight a7. Queen a.
Here, it's better to like take a breather and figure out what do we want here is the question.
Hikaru is so calm.
Still not easy to break through. I mean, I still feel like king h2 and just like slowly trying to improve the
GG
position makes
everywhere?
sense, but
What?
maybe not. I don't know.
What is
Queen
happening?
d7. We can.
I see. No, I see. There's actually, yeah, Queen D7 might be dangerous.
What is even happening?
All right, we gotta make
This
a
is not
move.
easy. Yeah, I'm probably just go King H2 and just go King H2 and just try to relax and keep the position slow. Like Queen D7, Knight C6, Rook B7, Queen A6, Knight C6, of course. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there like? Can we go back and sack on G5?
Possibly.
Ooh, Queen B2,
Probably
Queen
not,
C1.
because takes Queen E3, King G6, but it's an idea. No, because if you go back, there's Knight takes D5.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I see that, but like right now, Queen B3, Bishop G5. Ooh, now it's check.
Ooh, wait, that looks like a
A4?
How do you do it? A4 Rook B7 is what they want, but then
Can
Queen
you go
A5,
knight
Queen
takes
A6?
A7? No, there's knight takes
Yeah.
D5.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something here that we're missing, but I would probably just go A4 and just keep pressing. I think it makes sense.
Can we bring the bishop back to like? Okay, I'm gonna play.
Go to
A4.
D2.
Yeah.
Oh, Bishop D2 was probably a good move. Maybe Rook B7 still. Queen A6, I assume. Like,
Guys, this
Yeah.
evil bar
I
is
mean, knight
insane.
A5
This
also
evil
was just
bar
like
is
a draw.
insane.
I mean, at least, right? Like,
maybe. Probably not because they.
Knight C, Bishop C5, careful. But then maybe H. What do we do? Queen C7? Do we make a wait? No. Queen C7, A5, Knight D7, maybe?
Oh my gosh, we barely got the move off.
No, we got time. A5, Knight D7,
Guys,
right?
That's actually huge for
This
us.
is
here in
crazy.
1987.
What's
This
our
is
next
crazy.
move? Is it Knight D7
Knight D7.
anyway?
Yes.
Now the evil bar is back. 2.4 for white. The
Oh,
evil
and then
bar
Rook
is swinging.
B6, Rook C6 is a threat.
Yes.
Oh yeah, knight.
Wait, I think they're in trouble.
Oh yeah, knight
Queen
D8
A5,
looks
knight
really
C4.
good.
Yeah, Knight C4. Did we just trap their queen?
Wait. We're running out of time. Oh,
Knight
Bishop
D8 is
A5
so
they
nice.
want.
They didn't do it. They played Bishop
Knight
D2.
C4.
But that's
And now
what
the
the
evil
war-
bar says the black is better.
Knight D7, Bishop A5. We can go Rook
It's
B2 and Queen
swinging
D7,
like
but then Bishop
crazy.
D8, King G6.
Knight D8 was so nice because Queen takes D8. There's Queen takes B7.
Yeah, we have no
Bishop
trouble.
A5, Knight B8. I think Bishop A5, Knight B8 takes.
And
Wait,
I
did
mean,
we play Queen
Donnie
C?
has her playing this with so little time.
Are there tactics?
King H3 there.
Yeah, I like Bishop A5, Knight B8 is interesting.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta make a move. I don't know. Bishop A5 is a move, but they've
Yeah.
got Rook B2, which is a big problem.
King H3.
Yeah, but then Queen B7. Wait, what? No, wait. This is wait.
Best move.
Wait.
Look at the evil bar. Look at the
No,
evil
can't
bar.
you just
Insane.
take D6?
Danya just finds it. He's so good at
I'm going
chess.
for it.
Yeah, okay, sure.
You see
yeah.
that?
I mean, it's the only try anyway. So pre-move Bishop
Like,
D6, of course.
Insane. Sacrificing. I mean,
Bishop
okay, not
D8,
really
I guess, yeah.
sacrificing the queen, but
yeah,
like
King
still.
C6. I mean,
This
we
is
have
so
try
hard
use
to
the
play with little
pawns. I
time.
mean, it's probably is no good, but let's see. Pre-move, yeah, okay. What? I guess go to H3. I don't know. I mean, it's
Rook F2 is not a problem.
takes. No, I'm worried about knight b4. Actually, I have a feeling king. You have to go to one of the squares, and I don't know which one's right. I would
Yeah.
probably go to G. I wouldn't go to H3, but that's just my gut instinct.
Let's just go to G1. All right.
So what is the material now? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Trying to figure out
5.
what squares the knights belong
2,
on
3, 4,
here.
5, 6. So white still
Knight
has one
B4
pawn
is
for the
coming.
exchange.
Right. That is knight b4. Probably just knight f5. I'm guessing. I don't know. Yeah, we mess this up. There's also knight
That
e8
is
check, by the
signalizing
way.
that the
Yeah,
H
knight
pawn is
b4,
really
probably
strong
knight
now.
e8. Yeah, knight before knight e8 is obviously the move. I think. Not obviously the move, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be the only move.
Okay.
Knight
e8,
e8, of course. Yeah, go.
They might make a draw. I mean, they might make a draw.
They probably will. Knight d6.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No,
I think they're
they
going
might
to push
have
for the
So
win.
they lose e5 too.
'Cause they don't wanna go to the
I
Armageddon.
don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's very.
King G6.
7
95.
seconds.
No, it doesn't work. Where should we go?
King F6. Yeah, King F6. King F6.
I did. I don't want to make a draw though.
Do we go King F7? Is that a repetition?
I think it is.
Not yet.
Sorry. No, knight D6. I think is third time.
Oh, no, not yet. Wait, let's go for it.
King G6?
How?
Do we go King
King
F8, Knight E5, Knight C2?
How
No.
about King G7, knight E5, King F6,
Okay.
or King F8?
3
No, it's like a draw.
seconds!
King G7.
Sorry.
No. Yeah.
Okay, I played for a win.
Yeah.
I
do
played
it.
with 1
I
second
did,
left.
but I'm regretting it already. Now what?
Do we
I
go
am
knight C2?
freaking out. I can't. all thought they lost on time. Oh,
Danya,
my heart
I
cannot
went all
handle
in for
this.
you.
We have to. Who cares?
My
Oh, did we go
heart
94?
cannot handle this right now.
91?
My heart is literally
Oh,
just
but what does
going
91
so
threaten?
fast.
I don't know. It's going to H3 at some point.
I think we should go.
But they're
94.
better. They're literally better.
Okay.
Like they can push for the
what-
win.
what-
There's their chance to win, and they know it. That's why they're going for it.
Well,
That's why they're going for it. Look, Diva is starting to 1 point. I think they can
buy
win
us some
now.
time.
I think they can
Free
win.
move it. Free move.
I know I said before that Hikaru and Levy was gonna win,
wait,
but
King-
now,
I'm not gonna free move, don't
guys, honestly, I am literally just with the eval bar sauce. I am not even gonna pretend anymore. But
you
they are
afraid that
gonna
they're
win.
gonna go
I
to 3 or
believe in
something?
them. Like, look at the
No.
spirit that they have. Their spirit is
They're
so
not
And we can,
good.
Robert, we always have the move 96 and knight f4.
right. Check.
So check. Yeah. Gives us a little time. Now let's calculate.
Now they have
King G1,
26
96,
seconds. A
you
lot
don't
of
like.
time.
King G1.
A lot of
96,
time for being this
D7,
game. They haven't had this amount of time in a while.
93.
This
or
game has had
something.
some crazy spikes. Like,
Oh,
look at that graph. It looks like a
7.
big mountain chain.
So hard to calculate this.
Do we go 92?
92
Now?
looks nice, but it's
Wait,
so
King
hard.
f1. Can we do that?
Should I throw the check in
What?
again?
Yes.
Oh, 5 seconds.
Do we have a
Oh,
win here?
dude.
96
I
we
don't
can
know.
try, but we can try 96. That's a repetition. 96, d7, rook d2. It's interesting.
5 seconds.
Do we go 96?
Do it.
Do it.
Okay.
Move.
I won 96.
I am
don't
getting
worry.
so stressed with the
Ah,
time. Like, you have
if I
no
lose, I'm
clue,
so sorry. It's
chat.
all my
I
fault.
feel like at some
No,
point
you're
they're gonna
fine, you're fine.
flag.
We're going for it, you know?
Like, I literally feel like at some point they're gonna flag.
Rook
They have
B2,
so
right? If
little
they-
time.
if
I
they-
was wondering if we could have taken on F5, by the way, but I.
Oh, maybe we can.
This is
Yeah.
insane.
No, GF. Yeah, it's too
This is
fun.
insane.
No, we should have.
It's still very tricky, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think we have to go d7, right? I mean, unless there's some other move that you see.
No, I don't see another move.
I mean, there's knight d7 too.
Yeah, okay. King.
I mean, king g1, of course, because if you go forward, there's just rook d2. I mean, the rook is the knight's stopping the pawn temporarily.
King G1.
So
yeah.
H3 was the move there.
King E3, just they promote. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no
I
way.
think
Wow,
it's
they had
no
H-
way to save it. I assume f2 is correct. Yeah. Wait,
Are they gonna
yeah,
go
I think
back?
F2 is
No, do
correct.
it. No,
King
no,
G1?
H3. I
Trying to
know
think
it. We
if
have
there's
an
any
eval bar,
way
so
not
we
to
know
make the
it.
draw, but I don't.
Oh
No, but I
my
mean, if we don't go to
guys.
g1 or
They're not
I
seeing
mean, if we don't
the
go to g1, we're gonna
H3.
lose the game. I think.
Yeah, there's no way to get rid of the knight on E6. For now. Okay, but
Yeah,
they're
I'm just-
very
Mhm, go ahead.
they're very intent on playing on, so they might not even repeat here. So
20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is I just don't know how you're supposed.
Dropping more pawns.
I don't know.
Also,
I don't-
after rook b2, we can play knight
Yeah.
f4 in some positions.
Exactly. That's what I'm. What is our construction that's gonna win?
I don't have that for you. Oh wait, Danya.
Oh, king to d6.
Knight
King to
three?
d6. King to d6.
Exactly. King d6.
I love the realization. I love the realization. This is amazing.
Okay, now time's
Okay.
evening up too.
Okay,
Wow,
what's our
and
next move? What's our next move? Is it a6? Is it
A6
A3?
looks good to
Is
me.
there a downside to h3? No, a6 maybe.
Yeah, their king gets closer to the pawn.
Yeah, and we might if we lose the pawn, we're busted. So okay, do we go knight f4, or is there a downside to knight f4? Do we repeat once? Maybe repeat once.
Knight where?
Is there a downside to knight f4?
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
Yeah, I heard,
Wait.
I heard repeat.
Depends where they go. Yeah, repeat once.
Okay, king
Check.
H2.
I think so. It's not a repetition. Is there a downside to knight f4?
knight f4.
Knight e3, king e7. Knight e3 though is annoying, isn't it?
King e7. We put our king on d8.
Oh, but knight d5 trades knights and then we win.
Right,
Yeah,
knight
I think
f4.
it's not
I
bad.
literally, I
think
am
it's not-
speechless right now. Like, I
Knight
am
f4?
speechless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Danya, we're getting brave here.
Knight e3, what do we do?
Knight e3.
King e7,
King
knight d5,
E7?
we trade, and that's just winning, right?
Right. So knight e3.
King
Yeah,
e7, knight
because
f5, king
because with only
e6.
one knight, white just doesn't have enough. They need to keep both.
Knight f5, king e6. Yes.
What's our next move if they go king g1?
Maybe. we can give-
H3.
How
we
do
can always
we
give
win
checks.
this? Knight e2, knight g3 also.
But I'm not sure that's winning.
If they
wait a
trade?
second. Then we bring our king up.
Yeah. I don't think
That's
they have a
actually-
move
They
here.
have the same time, 15 seconds.
Okay,
They go
so do we
93.
go King E7?
No, King
King
E7.
E7 is good,
King
right?
E7.
Yeah, now
Oh,
knight
I'm getting
E5.
so hyped for them.
We take.
King D8, King D8,
Yes,
King D8, King
play
D8.
it.
It's fine.
There we go. Look at that. The best move. The best
Knight
move.
D5, Robert. Do we take?
Yes.
E takes
They're
D5.
doing
What's
it.
our move?
They're doing it.
Rook E2.
Oh, and Knight F7 takes and Rook A2, and we go for the A pawn?
Good question. What do we do?
Also King D8 is a move, but I don't know about King D8. Let's take.
I think we take it, right?
Take.
Take. They did.
risk,
They did.
right?
It's the
No
best
risk.
move. They got it
Okay,
right.
so rook
They got
E2
it right. And now they're going to go Rook E2 and just pick up all the
we
pawns like
go-
it's a free day.
I think Rook E2, right?
Or Rook E2.
What about Rook A2? We have no threat.
No, but
That's the
no
problem.
threat.
Rook
yeah.
E2.
So I think
I don't
Rook
even
E2,
know
right?
what the best move is. I don't want them to
Yes,
lose on
D6
time.
we have King D8.
They
Knight
blundered.
F7. Be prepared to
They
take on
blundered.
D7.
Chad,
Knight
this is
G5.
crazy.
Rook
Look at the email
A2.
now. I
Well,
jinxed
actually,
it. I
Rook
think they should have gone
C2,
Rook
then
A2.
Knight F7.
They should have gone Rook A2. That was the best
King
move. Apparently,
E7, Knight E5.
Danny's
So maybe
saying
Rook
liking
A2
this.
there.
This system that Danny
Okay, so
has is
Knight
actually
F7,
pretty good.
King D7, right?
Knight G5.
Wait, what if they go Knight
Knight
C6, King 7, Knight D8,
F7
King
is the-
D6? Okay, what?
Oh,
Oh, careful.
Rook,
No.
Rook C2.
I just feel like we're gonna lose some of these pawns while
why
winning
can
some
they
of
not
their
take
pawns.
it?
Like Rook E3.
Wait,
And
what?
Rook C2 is the
Knight-
best
Knight-
move.
Oh,
They
wait,
don't
wait,
take
wait,
it
wait,
because
wait,
if
wait,
they
wait
take
a
it, there's
second.
Knight takes C5 with check.
D5 takes.
I suppose.
D6, King D8. No, there's no trick. So yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I guess
they're
Knight
back
E5
winning.
I
Black is
guess.
back winning.
Yeah, I was just gonna play it. Okay,
Thank
93,
you,
yeah.
thank you. I
Yeah.
know
Well, if
Need
I know anything, they're not
for
gonna
the
repeat.
prime.
So
they're repeating a little bit.
Yeah, so go back, of course.
Is now H3 the move?
Because now they can't go Rook E2, right? Because it's a 3-fold.
yeah.
H3.
Yeah, I mean, what's the deal though? King G1, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing actually. I mean, I
Just
do,
like-
but I don't.
Could we
It's
have
plus
played, like,
4.
a
The position is
D6
plus
and
4 for
just kinda,
black.
like-
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. And
But
like
it doesn't
some-
look so easy to find a win
I guess we just
as a
lose after
human.
Rookie 2. We can't defend our knight.
Okay, so they go King D8. So there's still no actual idea, right? After
And that
King
is
H1.
Double exclamation mark.
I mean,
Oh, that's
I
amazing.
don't know. Like I play King H1, but that's just me.
Yeah, okay. Rookie 2, we still have the same knight D3.
Also Knight F7 again. Like
Yeah, at least this time we hit H3. I don't know which set of pawns is better to go after. I 9
seconds. Oh, they're finding. They're
Okay,
just
so
playing the
now
best
there's a
moves all the
question,
time.
though,
Danny and Robert
whether
are on
F4
fire.
is a move or not, or D6 is a move.
This is a beautiful game. What a high level match this has been.
There's no stalemate, right? Just to be clear. Yeah, no stalemates here.
Why
F4
not
takes
knight
G5,
f7
Rook
and queen? Because if knight
E2,
f7 check, the pawn on d7 falls.
I mean, oh, you got to move though. Just
Yeah.
I don't know which move it is. I mean, we don't have enough time, so I would just go for it.
Yeah, I would play F4.
G5, maybe? Yeah, I guess G5.
C3.
G6.
Oh, no, Rook C3, King H2, Rook G3.
Yes,
we have no
exactly.
threat.
Oh, this is
So
so
Rook two,
difficult.
Do we go Rookie 2? Yes.
Yes, Rookie 2. Yes,
Okay,
they're
now
doing it. Oh,
Knight
this is
G4,
pure
F3,
class.
G6,
Like, this
Rook
is pure,
G2,
like,
Knight
they're
E5.
playing so well. They're giving us a
Rook
master
G3
class.
there.
Wait, Knight G4, King D7?
G6.
King D7? Okay,
Wait,
here.
can we
This
go
is
F3?
beautiful.
Wait, F3, G6. F2.
F3,
No.
G6.
Knight F2 then. What's the win? F3, G6, Rook G2. F3, G6, Rook G2. Is that not winning?
What's wrong with F3, G6, King
F3.
D7?
F3. Now G6, do we go Rook G2 or King D7? No, why not Rook G2 though?
I don't know.
Why not Rook G2? Just do
King
not go
95.
F2.
Right,
95 we
right.
have F2. 95 we
Wait,
have
so
F2.
Rook
Rook
G2.
G2. Do they have a move?
Oh my gosh, we're threatening Rook G1 and F2, huh?
And
This
we're
is
threatening
beautiful.
F2 immediately. No, we're not. We
Daniel's
are
playing
not.
so well.
F2.
It's a stockfish move.
Wait. F2 is that? Wait, Rook G1 and F2. Wait.
what about Rook G6?
Rook G1 and F2 though. No. Do we want to
F2.
go Rook G F2? F2. Go.
Oh my goodness,
This is
Daniel.
crazy.
Which queen do we make, Robert?
H1.
Now do not rush and watch for forks.
I'm not rushing.
Wait.
H1.
H1. We win. H1. Go. Queen. Make a queen.
They're winning.
Oh my goodness, Daniel, we got it.
They're
Wait.
winning. This is
Do
insane.
not pre-move. Do not
This
bet
is
$200. F1 and Queen F4. Queen F4.
Look at Danny's
mouse
rip.
Oh my god, I almost mouse slipped because I'm
Careful.
touch.
Pre-move Queen E5.
I don't need a pre-move at 36 seconds. Donna, we got this.
They're winning. Look at how happy it is. This is amazing.
Oh my gosh, that was so nerve-wracking.
They did it. That is so cool. They had
my
so little
goodness, I hated
time.
every second
They
of that, but I
actually
loved
beat
Me
it.
too.
them.
I'm so sorry.
What?
I was
That was
so
fun.
obnoxious. I was so obnoxious there.
Oh, how did we do?
How did we do that? It's all you,
Was it
Robert. All
justified?
you.
That is
You would have blundered
insane.
like 800 times.
That is
my-
insane. What? Daniel Robert has beat Hikaru and Lavi. And that was the most beautiful game I've seen in a long time. That was
Are
pure,
you not hyped?
like
Are
a
you not
masterclass. That was so
entertained? We have
beautiful. And they
got
had 20 seconds.
22,000 on YouTube, 10,000 Twitch. That
Wow,
was
they
insane.
had 20
drama,
seconds so many
and
times, like
somehow
throughout the whole
Hess
game pretty
and
much. They went
Danya
down
team
to
get it
under
done.
second at one point.
Guys, that was incredible chess. I don't know what to say. Hess and Danya, congratulations. Your thoughts on keeping your nerves there under pressure?
That was so
Well, I
I didn't
beautiful.
keep my nerves. Robert did.
No, I want to shout you out, Danya, because there was a moment where we were really close to taking a repetition and we were down to like 2 seconds and Danya was believing in our position and it's like we should play on. So I was like, you know what? If this were my game, maybe I would have taken the easy way out, but we went for it. And yeah, I think Danya's opening choice was a smart one too.
They're so wholesome.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
happy
mean,
for them.
obviously, it was hanging by a thread for the last 60 moves. We played a King's Indian. Robert put his faith in the opening, and in critical moments, I would have lost on time. Robert made all the best moves. I'm just really proud of the way we did it. And that was a crazy game.
Oh, I didn't
This
even realize
is
they
what
pulled up
makes
the
chess
chessboard.
beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Like, you
I was clicking
cannot
through
say
the
that
game.
chess is not
Hikaru and
beautiful
Levy,
after watching this.
It felt like you guys were putting pressure. You felt good about the compensation as white for a long time. Hikaru, where did you feel this one might have slipped away for you guys?
Well, I mean, the big mistake, it's my mistake. Is I should have just told Levy to play knight f5 when we played. I think we played rook hg1, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it felt like the right move, and I had a feeling it was very good. And then, Levy was wondering about other options, and I didn't really think it could be that dangerous. But to Danya and Robert's credit, they played this h4 move, which really forced the situation. I think it was still completely fine for us even after that. But it wasn't really clear what was going on. Whether
The
we were
white
better,
was so
whether
much
it was
better for a big
equal.
chunk of the
And then I
game
think
in
at
the
some
opening.
point we got a little bit careless. We let them get this rook to b7. This idea of rook b7 with like rook b2, rook b1, and queen b7. And after that, I mean, I guess computer still thinks it was fine, but it was much easier for them to play at the very least. So credit goes to them.
Back to that position, Hikaru. Your instincts were right. Probably knight f5 was more direct.
We were expecting that, but it was complicated.
Well, it's 0.5. I mean, it's 0.5. I mean, but the main reason knight f5 is better is not that it's not so much the actual evaluation, it's because there's zero risk. Like what we did looks very pretty, but if black can ever get the piece to the b file, there's serious risk. That's the problem. Like it's not in the other line, it's zero risk, and I mean, probably with good defense, it can be a draw, but there's no chance of losing. But when you do that,
Thanks, Salvador, for the 3 months. I'm just listening to them. I'm fascinated.
It's still fine, but 3 results are in play. That's the main thing. 3 results are 100% in play. That's the problem. 3 results in play. So yeah.
Wow. Honestly, it was incredible. I mean, there were moments there, and you guys will go over with the engine, so I don't need to pretend like that I have anything to offer there. But there were moments where down the stretch, it was still a draw, it was still equal, and it was just crazy that Hess and Danya, you guys kept putting pressure. Levy, how nerve-wracking was that for you in those final moments where you felt like you had to make a move with seconds on the clock there?
Yeah, I mean, no, for me, like the whole format is kind of interesting because like Hikaru's instinct is so sharp, and I have to like do a balancing act of just kind of like, Simon Says versus let me just throw out a couple of ideas here. And I mean, if you watch the tape back on my stream, we had a lot of good, I think, interesting conversations about a lot of lines. But it's life, right? Like at this one moment in the middle game on the 25th move, like knight f5, if I just kind of Simon Says that, we would have had a very stable game. But we had a conversation about like putting this rook on g4, trading it, and I was like, we're gonna get the knight to f5, and they have 30 seconds, and
they were playing on their time.
I was very optimistic, and I mean, yeah, of course, once we get into the endgame, I mean, I loved our position, but then they created a bit of counterplay. And even here, I mean, I just thought they were going to repeat about 5 times, but they kept pushing. And I guess our defensive task was a bit more complicated, even though they only had 16 seconds. So even here, I thought, okay, they're just going to play themselves into a loss, but it was really tough for us to get our pawns rolling. So that's life.
Well, Hikaru, like you said, it was for the content, right? You're playing this event for the content, and here you had this rook g4 idea rather than knight g4. That moment there, we ended up getting the rook sack content we wanted, but objectively, you felt like that is still a decent idea though for white, regardless of the content.
It's okay before b5. I think once b5, b3 is included, it's not as good. Basically, I think without b5, b3. It's probably completely fine. I think once b5, b3 happens, it's still okay, but it's kind of on the edge.
I was shocked when they played the rucksack, but they were very confident.
And credit's not for playing h4, because h4 is not an obvious move to play, because white's never really threatening to play h4.
I like how much, Hikaru is hyping up Danya and Robert, though. I think that's great.
I think probably the critical moment was when they found this rook h8, rook h7 idea, because without that, it definitely felt like it was going our way. As for later, like I guess it was still a draw without knight f5, but I think at that point it's all crazy.
Hess and Danya, you guys do get all the credit in the end, and I remember hearing your thoughts in this position. Your presence of mind to throw in b5, already kind of thinking about the b file here. Obviously, objectively, the position was crazy. Engine says it could have gone either way, but when did you guys think, like, oh wait, like when did you first think, oh, we might have a chance to win this, Danya or Hess?
I'll add my 2 cents. Yeah, I mean, I think that when we got into the c6 line in the King's Indian, I felt pretty confident out of the opening. I felt really optimistic. Then kind of I personally came down to earth. We spent, like 6 minutes, like we just could not, it's like you're sitting in a restaurant and you just cannot decide between those 2 menu items. I don't remember exactly what moment it was, Robert. I think it was, which move did we spend like 7 minutes on?
They spent 7. I forgot that they spent so much time on a move.
G6, which you ended up making the right decision, by the way. You guys were this close to playing G4.
Yeah, which, okay, according to the computer is bad, but practically is interesting, and that's the thing with the King's Indian. So once we spent 6 minutes, I was really, really pessimistic because the position remains so complicated. It's going to be complicated for the rest of the game, and we've got, 1 minute. But, all credit to Robert. He, didn't go for the draw. Obviously, when we got into that endgame, I started getting really excited. When we finally managed to trade all the pieces without blundering a fork. When we traded the knights, when our knight got to e6, there were moments when Robert was that close to making a draw, but somehow he was able to execute the move. And, I apologize to Robert and to fans if I was obnoxious. I really didn't mean to be. I was just putting my heart into the game.
And,
there were so many moments when literally we were walking a razor's edge for 70 moves.
We were really getting to see his brain for a few seconds.
I only started getting truly optimistic when we made that queen. And then still, queen f3 would have been a funny ending to the game. But yeah, all credit to Robert. And that was really, really amazingly played, obviously, by Hikaru and Levy.
He was really feeling the game in every part of his body.
Could have gone either way, obviously.
I'm not taking the credit, but Danya's so polite throughout the whole game. He's like, oh, if we lose because we said to play the King's Gambit, I'm sorry. I'm like, dude, it's move 4.
King's Indian.
We're fine. We're just hanging in there. But I think that, honestly, Danya pushed us to beat Resilient because there were just moments to throw in pawn exchanges. It got really dicey on the queen side. We were scared because they infiltrated with their queen and their knights, and everything was looking.
So they're going to a finals chat. We're going to be seeing them playing Karan and Chirila.
But it felt like we were just continuously hanging on, and then their queen sort of got trapped, even though it was aggressive and this knight.
But we don't know what they though.
So Danya had a lot of confidence heading into the end game, and I think that if it were not for him saying I think we have something here, maybe pushing the H pawn up a square just to freeze them.
Is Hikaru finding some lines or something?
Really helped lead us to victory. So it was a real team effort. That's really what it was. Both of us just bouncing ideas off of each other.
And that's what this tournament is all about, I think.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this is awesome. We've already had a few hours of exciting chess, so I'll get us closer to it. Let's remind everybody of what that means. It means that Team Danya and Hess moves on to the finals, and they will be facing the C² crew, who, by the way, have been hanging out.
Okay,
in chat
everybody, big clap to Danya
so
and
you guys have the
Robert
microphone
Hess.
and they don't. What do you want to say to C²? You want to throw down some trash talk right now?
Well,
Come
I'll
on.
just say there's a
I'm not
reason
gonna
that
cover
I worked
Robert's
with
face.
Fabiano
There we
one
go.
time and one time only. He discarded me, and I feel that in
Amazing
my heart.
match.
And so I think Danya and I, we're going to team up. We'll be the underdogs on paper. I feel like that's been sort of how we've been since the beginning. But I think, as Alicia Keys sings, you got to be the
They're
underdog.
not the
You gotta be
underdogs. They're
fierce
so
and let 'em
strong. And
fight.
plus, I'm so impressed by Danya's
agree.
calculating skills. Like, this really
Underdogs
shows
are
how
gonna
good he
fight.
is
I
at
don't know if
finding
you guys are the
crazy
underdogs anymore.
specific
you
moves.
guys seem to be playing well, but shout out to C Squared. Of course, you guys will be playing in the finals, and shout out to you guys, Hikaru and Levy. This was awesome. You did deliver the content. It was hype. It was crazy, and it was full of drama. So, all right. Well, we do have a Title Tuesday coming up, and I don't know if you're planning to play. Hikaru, are you playing the next Title Tuesday, or are you chilling?
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm very, very glad that we don't have Armageddon, because this way I don't have to multitask at the same time.
Yeah, that's why I played for a win. That way everybody goes home or stays home and plays Title Tuesday. So.
Well, good luck, you guys all playing Title Tuesday, seriously. And this was awesome, so much fun. Hope to do it again. Hikaru, have fun, and everyone else. Robert and Danya, congrats. We'll see you in the finals.
Am I playing? I don't think I'm playing
See you
Title
guys.
Tuesday
Everybody.
this week, guys. I think I might play it next week.
That was our team chess battles.
but
And
I don't-
enjoy. Stick around for Title Tuesday. For everyone here, the crew producing, I'm signing off right
should
now.
I?
Enjoy Title Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you
Should
for the next show.
I?
GG's, Hikaru.
That is true. Wait, should I?